of viewers. That's crazy.
Cool.
Everyone here.
My name is Jethro,
Oh.
and I will be your guide.
Oh, really? Nice. Actually, my name's Austin, and I'll be your seeker. That's what they call it in this game. Okay,
like a
so the
weird
name
game.
of the game
Alright.
is Call of Cthulhu. A lot of Cthulhu mythos in this game takes
Why the fuck
place
is he
in
singing it like that?
our.
The name of the game is
Why are you
Call
roasting
of
me like that?
Cthulhu.
Right off the rip. Undermine
He's already
my
in
authority.
character.
Talk
Okay.
normal.
You have
Speak
to have like a
friend.
certain vibe, you know. You guys are all gonna have to nail your 1920s accent, which I tried to nail earlier, and I think I've already forgotten it. I just have to keep saying,
Just remember your code
yeah,
phrase.
yeah. See,
Is that like my Jersey accent?
it could
Oh,
be.
I'm
Alright.
the
Although we will be in Rhode Island.
I'm walking here.
Yeah, I'm walking here. We don't talk like that.
We
Classic.
don't talk like that.
That's a fake video, by the way. But okay, so for Call of Cthulhu, we're going to be playing a short campaign called "In the Darkness Beneath the Hill," and it says the little summary of it is a house renovation in Providence, Rhode Island, lures the investigators into ancient earthly secrets. So to start with, normally we would go through and do a bunch of character creation stuff. But in the interest of, not playing this game super long term, because we'll be playing Pathfinder at some point, if Brendan ever gets it going, we are going to do some pre-generated characters here. So if you guys, in the top right, there should be a little sub-tab called Journal, and if you click on Journal, you should see a list of pre-generated characters. Let me know if you guys see that.
I see it, and I've chosen my character.
You said where are the characters?
And the top right, there should be like a menu, and it's like the third tab over called Journal. It's the third over for me. I think it's the third over for you guys too at the top.
Jukebox? There it is.
And so there should be a list of pre-generated characters, and so you can
Oh,
click
I'm
on.
Jerry.
Okay, you can click on any of them, and then at the top, click on Bio and Info, and that should give you like an old 1920s style looking picture of the person with some of their stats and their traits and their skills and stuff like that, and a little summary of them. So Dylan, you said that you already took which character?
David the Amazing Kragan Wilcox.
Okay, the street performer or whatever, the stage magician, right?
Yes, sir.
Nice. Okay, cool. So if everybody wants to take a minute and kind of look through some of those characters and see if one jumps out at you. And while you're doing that, I'll explain kind of the basics of the game, at least at a high level. A lot of the rules will kind of just be looking up to make sure that we're right as we go along. It's not a super rules-heavy game, though. It's a D100 system. So basically, all of your stats, and all of this you can actually roll in D20, so you don't have to roll physical die unless you want to, because it's fun. I've got my D100s ready. My orange spooky die that I got in Colombia when we came down to visit, and I bought die down there. That's where I got my orange spooky die out and ready. So each of your stats is a number between 0 and 100. So for instance, Dylan's character, David, has a strength of 70. And basically, when he wants to make a strength check, he will roll a d100 with the hopes of getting below that value. So your goal is to get under your value. So the bigger the number, the easier it is to get under that number. There's different levels of success. There's just a normal success. There's a hard success, and there's an extreme success. So a hard success is you rolling under half of your number. So for Dylan's 70 in strength, rolling under half would mean he'd have to roll under 35 to get a hard success. And an extreme success means he'd roll under 1/5 of the value, which in his case would be a 14. So if he rolled less than a 14, that'd be an extreme success. Different tasks require different levels of success. When you're opposing someone, doing something against someone, they'll roll and you'll roll, and the greater success wins. So that's kind of where those numbers come from. There's a couple other ones that we can get into more when it pops up, like luck. You can spend luck on rolls. Your HP is obviously how many health points you have, how far you can move. Although this is a theater of the mind system, the move kind of gives you an idea of how far across moves and that sort of thing you can go. And then there's a couple other stats there too. But yeah, and in essence, that's what the system is. You roll a die, hope that you get underneath the number, and go from there. There's also a sanity aspect to this game. So you'll see things in this game that make your character question reality or see such horrible, gruesome things that it threatens to make them go insane. And in that case, you'll roll a sanity check, which again, you want to roll under. But if you do end up rolling over, you fail your sanity check, then you end up rolling an intelligence check, and you want to fail that intelligence check. Maybe you're too dumb to understand what's going on. Because if you fail the intelligence check, then you'll lose to sanity, and you could go temporarily insane and attack your teammates or have new phobias or all sorts of crazy shit can happen to you. What were you saying, Dylan? Sorry.
Oh, it's just, ignorance is bliss.
Exactly,
So,
100%. Ignorance is bliss is built
if
into the
you've
game.
got the mind to, think of it, then that makes total sense.
Yeah. So,
Pretty cool.
has anyone found what character they think they want to play? Dylan, I'm going to give you control of your character. So when you
I
click on
appreciate
them now, you should be able to see their character sheet. And you can kind of look at the different things and stuff that they have on the character sheet tab. It should be the first tab now, I think. But let me know if you do see that, actually.
I've chosen Father Stephen Shepolowski.
All
right.
Father Stephen Schleplowski.
He's a
Okay.
daddy.
So you are a Catholic. You're a Catholic priest, a 25-year-old Catholic priest. Dope.
He's a Catholic priest
Daddy?
carrying a
Sorry.
small pocket knife
Daddy?
and cigarettes, which I love.
Daddy, sorry. Okay, so yeah, that's awesome. Let me give you control for that character here, Josh.
Thank you for this gift.
So when you click on them now, you should see. Dylan, did you end up seeing a character sheet?
No, I don't see it.
Okay, let me make sure I'm doing that right.
Those guys mollywop me.
Did you actually play a game?
I did.
God damn it. What's wrong?
Well, I can't really say that because I just ran into the prison and died.
Okay. You'll
Not
have
all
to give
games
your
are beautiful.
I think
Some
it
of them are
should
worse than
can be
Okay,
edited.
guys, I'm almost here, so I'm gonna go, but I'll be back.
Okay, good luck.
All right.
Morning.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Dylan, did you click out, like you exited out and re-clicked onto your character?
No, actually.
Try that. I think you have to reload it.
That makes sense. See, I knew it was my fault. Yeah, now it's just giving me a white screen, but I feel like that's also on my end.
Josh, do you see if you like close out of your character and re-click on them? Do you see like a character sheet tab at the top now? Character sheet and then bio and info.
Where should I see that at?
If you click on your character again, like if you X out of the window that pops up and then click on the character
Oh yeah,
again.
yeah. There we go.
Okay.
How do I full screen this?
I
Top left,
yeah. Go
there
ahead.
should be a little box.
Okay. There we go.
Sarah, any characters jump out at you? Oh, someone clicked create character.
Sorry.
You're good.
I was also thinking the father, but I think I'm gonna do Jerry.
Jerry Thornhill. Okay. Let me give you permission to see them.
She's got a flask, so she's gotta have fun.
That's a good
Mhm.
point.
Girls just wanna have fun.
All right, so you are playing a 32-year-old journalist. Okay, nice. And now if you X out of her thing in the top right and then reopen it, you should see a character sheet as well. Kind of breaks down some of her stats and different skills and that sort of thing, possessions, etc.
Etc.
Click-
Etc.
Click
Etc.
use the character manager.
No. You'll click X on whatever screen you're on there, like in the top right. I'll
Okay.
delete that extra character. And then re-click on Geraldine
okay.
to open her back up.
Perfect.
Got it?
Yes.
Cool. All right. Brendan, you are last up here, good sir.
Okay. Well, my first choice was probably David the Amazing Craig and Wilcox. And then my second choice was definitely Father Stephen Shaplowski.
You could be a boxer. Stanley
I could
Ace.
be. I could be. I think I'm gonna have to go with Maximilian Hearst.
Maximilian Hurst. All right, let's give you permission for them. And that is Brendan B. Okay. So let's look at Maximilian Hurst here on the stream real quick. You got some facial hair there, buddy. A 26-year-old parapsychologist? The fuck is a parapsychologist?
Uh-huh.
Paranormal.
I think
paranormal. Oh, Max and his friends call him, or Max as his friends call him, have been hunting the unexplained ever since he returned from the Great War. Ah, okay. Do you have any Cthulhu mythos off the rip? I wonder if you've seen some shit. Let's see.
You have
course.
a ghost hunting kit, spell drawn with no
You
age.
do not have any Cthulhu mythos. All good. Okay, cool. So everyone has their characters. And that is... I'm going to get rid of... Yeah, I guess I don't.
It's a ghost hunting kit.
Okay, so we have Maximilian here. Wait, I need to add you to the map layer so you guys can all see. Let's go. Token layer. Oh, nope, I added you to the map layer. That was stupid. Layer, token layer, tokens. Okay, there's Maximilian. And then we also have good old Jerry and David and Father Stephen. All right, sick. That's a party there. That's a hell of a party there. Okay, perfect. So let me get into this here. So everybody kind of familiarize yourself with what stats you have. I think if you alt double click on your token, it'll automatically open up your character sheet too. If you happen to close out of it, that's an easier way to open up your character sheet there. So kind of make sure you've read through all of your stuff. Kind of look through your character sheet at least a little bit here to kind of familiarize yourself with what kind of skills you have. And again, the higher the number, the better. So if you're going to do a check, you roll a D100. If you have it, if you don't, it's just 2 D10s. And most dice sets, you have a D10 or it's a 10-sided die that's got like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 on it. That's going to be your 10th place die, and then you have the single digits. So I'd roll like a 20 and a 4 for a 24. In this game too, there is like a bonus die as well as fuck, no, I can't remember what they're called. What's the bad of bonus?
Minus.
The bad.
Bad bonus. Penalty?
Yeah, penalty die. See, you got it. The bad of bonus penalty.
Uh-huh.
Foul.
The bad version, yeah, foul. There's also penalty die, and all those do is make you re-roll the 10s die and either take the better of the two or the worse of the two. So that can greatly impact what you're doing. But okay, yeah, let's jump into it. Let's see how well I can actually try to formulate any sort of a story here. So for whatever reasons, because I don't know all of your guys' characters perfectly, you have all made your way, separately or together, to Rhode Island. Jesus Christ, I'm struggling already. You all have kind of made your way to Rhode Island. It's the 1920s. Rhode Island's kind of a happening place right now. They were pretty big during the this time of Jesus wept. I have to turn this music off.
I've warned you once, son.
Really,
I like the this Rhode Island is a happening place.
It is. It's
Mhm.
Providence,
Right.
Rhode
Only
Island in the
only
1920s.
1920s.
Providence, yeah, only in the 1920s. The eastern side of America was really kind of where it was happening. So yeah, you guys have made your way to Rhode Island, and all of you have one thing in common. You all know someone who lives here, and his name is John
Austin
Winscott. Yeah, Austin O'Rourke. It's crazy. You're actually at my front door. No, his name is John Winscott. I said that on the street. I just realized that was great. John Winscott is an old friend of yours. He's kind of a middle-aged gentleman. Is fairly well off. Kind of a part of a once fairly wealthy New England stock. And he makes a living writing magazine articles on a variety of subjects. And then occasionally does like a short story or anything. So some of you may know him through school, through social or professional circles. Like I believe your character's a writer, right, Sarah?
A writer, right?
I think we decided that you were a journalist, correct? Let me double
Yeah,
check.
see?
Yeah,
Oh, well, if you call journalism writing, I guess.
Ooh, yeah, she's a journalist, so you probably know him
More of a
through
typist.
professional work. But whatever the
Room
case
among
is, you guys are all aware of who this gentleman is and have some sort of a relation to him. And the reason that you kind of brought yourselves together today is you all received a letter from John Winscott. In this letter, he basically said he recently inherited a house and he's found something. And he thinks that all of you, for whatever reason, would be very interested in looking into this said thing. And he says, he gives you a date. It's January 13th, 1922. Says, meet me here at this house. And he kind of mentions that the rest of you are going to be coming in your individual letters, so you're not freaked out when you show up. But you guys kind of all gather together and go to speak with John Winscott to see what he has to say. So why doesn't everyone... What am I hearing? Oh, people leaving the music? Okay, or joining the music. Why doesn't everyone kind of explain first of all, who thinks they show up first at this man's front door? It's 1920. It's in the pretty much dead of winter, middle of January in Rhode Island, so it's probably cold, miserable out. And you're heading to this man's house just because you're curious, and he's told you that he has something to share with you all. So kind of looking through your character sheets, who do we think would be one of the first ones to show up, and kind of what's on their mind here?
That's a good question.
I'm glad you posed it, Sir Seeker. Because you see, I don't see my guy is very, very punctual, you see. See, that's the thing. No, meaning no disrespect. It's just, it's good to check the place out before going in.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh no, we've lost Sarah. Sarah has returned. Welcome back. Everybody good? You hear me? Everything? We're good? Yep.
Yep, I'm here.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay, so Maximilian maybe shows up a little bit late, a little bit maybe not suspicious of what's going on, but cognizant that maybe he should be checking the place out. So maybe you're kind of standing off to the side on the sidewalk waiting for other people to show up, kind of keeping your distance before you go up to the front door. What about everyone else? Is anybody excited to come check out what's going on, or curious to see what old John has to show?
I think Jerry definitely is.
Yeah.
Jerry, I think, came into the area maybe a few days before to interview maybe some neighbors, just some people at local coffee shops, see if they know anything about this John, anything about the family.
Yeah. So if you were to ask that, you would just know that they would let you know. They'd say, John moved in recently. He inherited the house. It's like a family member passed away. But you've seen a lot of people, like they mentioned that they've seen a lot of people coming in and out of the house recently, and you're not quite sure what's going on with that.
Do they know which family member?
Yeah, it would be his. Give me a second. That's in the first paragraph. Yeah, it was his. It would be. was Micah Winscott's nephew, Elijah. Which would
This
be,
is
let's see,
Elijah Winscott's house.
Yeah, this was Elijah Winscott's house, which is like a great uncle of his. Because the only person that owned him beforehand owned it in 1796. So it's been quite some years before, the house has only moved hands twice in like 200 years, 300 years. So
Was his uncle some sort of war hero or something? What made him so great?
his uncle? No,
Yeah.
nothing. Actually, you don't know.
Huh.
Maybe you could find
That
out
might be
later.
suspicious,
I
yeah?
just started reading off information. Like all you have to do is ask questions.
He's like, yeah, you would know. He's the bad guy. He's the main bad guy.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yes. I got it.
Well, you might learn some stuff. There is a a section on the Winscott family. Yeah. So Jerry's excited, and Maximilian is maybe a little kind of sus about what's going on, which is valid. What about the rest of the people? I just realized I should give you guys the old C. Excuse me, C here. Yeah, see here. What about David? David's kind of been into investigating some weird shit, seems like. So maybe the idea of coming to see whatever this guy's got to show him excites him, potentially.
I'm already across the street. I'm the one that came up first. I'm
Wait, am I getting
Let's go
people's names
that
mixed
out.
up? Is Maximilian not...
Maybe.
Talking about
Oh yeah,
Maximilian.
you had said him earlier. I was wondering. Yep.
Oh, Maximilian
David.
is you, Brendan. Sorry. Yep, I got the parapsychologist and the... Yeah, okay. So how's Maximilian
You got
feeling? David's
truths
already
and
there, kind of
desires
chilling
mixed
off to
up.
the side. Yeah. David Dillon.
The
Dillon
name
David. Got it.
is Maximilian Hirsch. My friends call me Max.
There you go. Lean into it.
Is that just the first sentence of his biography?
That's right.
Do you think he's
Like,
excited
I-
to be here, or kind of?
I do think I do think he's pretty eager. I think he's probably maybe deeply suspicious. If
Okay.
there's rumored ghost activity around, he's eager to research it, get a photograph of it. So he probably has been scoping the place out. He probably tried to get there a little bit before everyone else did
Okay.
to hopefully take some pictures.
Okay.
Keep an
Excellent.
eye out for what's going on.
And what about our 25-year-old Catholic priest, Father Stephen Shapishbakadowitz? How are we thinking he's feeling?
Father Shaplowski
Yeah.
is,
that's what I said.
is what you were trying to say, my son. And Father Shaplowski was invited as he is the junior pastor at the church that Mr. McCormick?
Yeah, McCormick.
What's-
Sorry. Or no,
McCormick.
Winscott. John Winscott. Is his name.
Winscott. Where does McCormick come?
I don't know, but I believed you enough to while I looked over at my notes.
They make
Right.
good spices.
They do make
do.
good
McCormick
spices.
I do.
Where
I should have go to Red
Mr.
Brain.
Winscott frequents. And so he's been invited, and he knows that Mr. Winscott can be a bit eccentric at times.
Okay. Excellent. So, while you get there, maybe as you guys kind of see each other show up, you were aware that somebody was going to be, or other people were going to be here. Maybe you guys have met before, maybe you haven't. But regardless of the situation, you all kind of end up at the house at one point or another, and it's probably about time to go in. You guys go up to the door. Do you think somebody knocks, just tries to walk in, or kind of what do you think's going on here when you guys all get together? Or do you guys have anything to say to each other? What's it like when you guys first meet? I have to
This is,
imagine a parapsychologist and a Catholic priest have some interesting things to talk about.
This is not my first run-in with the parapsychologist.
Wow.
Oh, okay. You guys think you've butted heads before, or like on a friendly note?
We've butted heads before.
Okay. Rearrange here.
We both believe what the other believes in is, as the youth would say, whack.
Whack. The 1920s youth. Yeah, see, that's whack. That actually sounded pretty good. Maybe that was the thing they said. Maybe we're just breathing.
I've never met these fools before.
Okay. I imagine you maybe are like jotting down notes about them when they're talking to each
Yeah.
other.
I feel like I'm very quiet and stoic in the corner.
What about our resident magician? Is he just doing like street magic in the background, or like what's going on with the
You
whole...
know it. I was about to say, I'd already drawn up a crowd. Had a couple of housewives all, tantalized by my swift moves and my golden cards.
Golden
So I pull
cards.
myself away from the crowd and I greet the others that have stopped upon the stoop of this abandoned house.
Perfect. I love it. So if you guys go to the door, give it an old knock, the door kind of creaks open as if it was unlocked. Do you guys want to call out or just walk in, or what do you think if you knocked on the door and it was unlocked? What's the
Well, that
move here?
seems terribly unsafe. In a neighborhood such as this, to leave one's door unlocked just to leave yourself privy to any sort of nonsense.
Have we touched the door handle yet?
You have not. I forgot to mention too. Let me give. There's a little flavor text for the outside of the house. The house is on College Hill, nestled among other residences surviving from the 18th and 19th centuries. Its 2 stories can be found at 79th Power Street. Overgrown bushes and trees obscuring its dilapidation. Little flavor text there. But no, you haven't actually touched the door yet.
I don't know if I need a certain skill set for this, but I feel like I should I've got like a spot and hidden check. I was gonna see if I could like check for prints on the door handle.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a spot hidden check. So spot hidden check is very similar to just like a perception check. Like I'm gonna have you guys roll spot hidden all the time. So let me, let's see. Okay, so did you just put that right in chat? Okay, so spot hidden. So what happened is when you did that, you did it in the game, which is great. You rolled a 65, but you have a 45 in spot hidden, so you rolled over. So you don't notice anything out of the blue. It doesn't seem like it was anything bad. You don't necessarily see anything. But while you're kind of standing there, after the doors creaked open, Josh, so to roll, you could click on the skill in the your character sheet, and it should do all like the math and cool stuff for it too. But I'll just let you guys know here. So the door kind of creaks open, but then no other sound is there. And when Scott you hear someone like, whoops, you hear someone from down below, like almost below you, like not like straight ahead, but below you, yell, "Is someone there? Is that my friends?
Is that you?
David, Jerry."
I hear you by your voice distinctly.
Yeah, it's me. I'm so sorry.
Oh, good to hear you go.
Yeah, come on in. It's freezing cold out
Move
there.
on
I'm
in.
sorry to keep you waiting. Damn locks on the door never work. And there's like a staircase just like inside and to the left that he kind of comes running up. And so yeah, he appears at the top of those stairs that kind of leads into a kitchen. And he kind of invites you guys in, shuts the door behind him, tries to lock the door, but doesn't really lock very well. And he goes, kind of drags you guys into the kitchen. There's a little bit of a fire going for cooking, like a stovetop. It's a little bit warmer in the kitchen. You guys immediately notice it. And you go in, but you actually, once everybody give me a spot hidden check. Once you guys kind of all get into the kitchen and get huddled in around Winscott.
You want another one?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, awesome. So from the spot hidden, Josh rolled twice.
How do I see my rolls?
It should be in the chat on the right hand side. So if you open up the first menu.
So the characters are on the 3rd tab. It's going to be on the 1st one.
Yeah.
And
So starting off, I think it was Brendan. Brendan failed, rolled an 82 over 45. Sarah succeeded with a 31 under 45. Josh hard succeeded with a 13 under 34. And
nice.
Dylan succeeded with a 21 under 40. So those of you that succeeded would notice that there's like tools and debris in the kitchen that you normally wouldn't find in the kitchen, like almost like dirt, like on the tools, like you see like pickaxes and shovels, and it also looks like there's like like when you were walking in, you may have noticed that like the furniture still has like plastic covers on it, like he hasn't like taken any of that off. And then the hard success, you would notice a particular brand of Turkish cigarette that he is lighting up and kind of has a package sitting next to it, Josh. It's nothing weird necessarily, but with a hard success, you do notice like that specific brand of Turkish cigarette maybe shows that he's got a little bit more money than the average person. But you guys just notice tools in a kitchen that normally wouldn't be in a kitchen. So you guys kind of sit down. You guys go into the kitchen. He's kind of like a little bar area, and he goes, "Yeah, so you just sit down here for some coffee, and I'll explain what I'm doing, why I brought you all here together. Thank you. I'm so excited that you guys were able to make it. What timing? Such good timing. Thank you."
Hey, anything for a meeting with my good friend and a good old cup of Joe.
Oh yeah, Joe. Joe actually passed away. It was 1915. He
I
passed
heard.
away. Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Poor old Joe died in an avalanche actually. And
Yeah, underground in the mine, digging out copper.
I didn't hear that bit, but I believe you.
I'm excited for your disposition of the exposition.
Oh, little wordplay. Jerry,
Hey,
how you doing,
that
Jerry?
white guy.
Happy to see you. I got maybe a good story here, but you can't say anything yet. No, can't say anything yet. Got to keep this one a secret for now, if you know what I mean. He kind of winks at you a little bit.
Do I notice any white powder lines in the room or anything?
Everywhere. The entire room is covered in cocaine.
Every flat
No,
surface.
not even with a hard success. The only thing you notice is him lighting up this Turkish cigarette. So he's like, "Oh, I'll let you know what you're doing here." He said, "So got this place a couple months back and was working on some restoration. You know, old Elijah got this back in the late 17, early 1800s. So it's an older place here. But during the restoration, I discovered a wall in the cellar storage area that was covered up. And it was starting to fall down. See, because like I said, Elijah had it when he was in 1797 when he first got it, and it was starting to fall down, and there was something behind it. It wasn't just dirt. It wasn't a retaining wall by any means. It wasn't retaining up that dirt. It fell down. There was a tunnel. There was a tunnel behind it. And at first I thought, old drainage system. But then I found that it looks like it connected to a larger corridor. And I don't know if you all know. Do you all know about the slave tunnels? There's rumored slave tunnels that go all through Providence, because this is a big slave capital. Big slave capital here in Providence. There's rumored
Say that with
slave
less pride,
tunnels.
but sure.
No, not pride. Just matter of fact. And after I found out what I think it could have been, these old slave tunnels, I dismissed those laborers, the Italian laborers. I had hired them to kind of help come cleaning this stuff out. I got rid of them right away. I've been working alone since then, clearing it out, trying to see what I could find. And it seems like the tunnels just keep going and going. And that's where you lot come in. I figure I kind of trust you guys. You all have a very diverse level of skill. We got a magician, a priest, a journalist, and what did you say you were again there, old Maximilian? Parapsychologist is what they say, right? Parapsychologist. Whatever the hell that means. And he kind of looks at Jerry again like, hey, she?
A real wise guy with the occult, you see?
But it's clear that he's very excited about, this discovery. These tunnels could mean a lot of different business opportunities as long as he could keep it under wraps. But he's excited because these tunnels supposedly lead all under Rhode Island, these old slave tunnels. But he goes, it's already starting to get a little bit late here. I've been working all day, but if you all want to come back tomorrow, anytime tomorrow, if that works best for you, we can get down there together and see what there is to see. How's that sound for you all? Was that something to be interested in doing? And if you say no, then you might as well leave the Discord now, because that's the adventure. That's it right there.
Could I?
More of it always.
Wait for Brendan to come back.
Okay.
Oh, you believe he's coming back, huh?
Yeah, fucker.
You're just gonna wait for him?
Uh-huh.
All right. No, he's going to get another drink. He's letting this one simmer.
Wow, he is letting it simmer.
Yeah, no. That's what I would do.
Sarah,
That's the tone.
if he comes upstairs, yell at him. You are muted, by the way, Sarah, which is fine, but just FYI. Wow. All right. Really letting it simmer. All right. That's fine. Oh, man. I just showed all of my notes on screen. Okay.
That's
So,
okay.
yeah.
He has not come upstairs. It's
Okay. What a fuck. Oh, classic. He's not on games. All right. Man, he's letting it ride. Was that just poetic timing? Nope. He's still... Oh, he's typing. Discord went out
Discord went out completely.
Yeah.
Brendan, look at him floundering without you.
That's
So
crazy.
codependent.
That's crazy. Okay. We don't need him for this next bit, though. So he goes, because I'm assuming Brendan is going to say yes. So he goes, exploration, let's you guys come back tomorrow and we'll dive down there together. But, like I said, keep this quiet. I don't want the rest of the community to find out. They may come and try to take these tunnels or close them down, or the press would be all over this because, you know, like, these are all rumored tunnels here. I'm not even sure exactly what I have. But yeah, come back with a pair of sturdy boots and a rope and at least a flashlight, because it's dark down there. As far as I can tell, I haven't gone too far, but it's dark, real dark in those tunnels.
You're talking all strange light, guy. What's that? What'd you say? A flashlight?
They had
What you talking about there?
You said flashlights, right?
You mean
Yeah.
you mean a torch?
A torch?
You think?
What do you think we
Yeah,
are, the
this whole
British?
thing.
No, we're not the British anymore. We fucking emancipated them or something. That wasn't the emancipation. That was the slaves. What did we do? What's the
No, did
word?
you not
We
look
dumped their
into the
tea in the
Cthulhu?
river.
Independence?
Independence. Yeah, but that's not a good one. We didn't independence from them. We left them. Anyway, we call it a flashlight. In the book, it's called a flashlight. Damn it.
Ah, yes. the
Yeah, see?
flashlight.
Is there anything else I can do for you
remember
right
hearing
now?
about those being
Or
invented in 1898.
flashlights were invented in 1898? Okay, it's been 30 years then. We're good.
I got a camera.
Yeah, I was about
I'm
to say you have a
assuming has
camera.
flash, right?
Yeah, I assume it has some sort of rudimentary flash apparatus on it, but maybe not.
I definitely don't have a gun.
Well, like I said, you
Definitely.
have all of the rest of tonight and tomorrow, and before you guys show up to prepare or do whatever you'd like to do.
Mr. Winscott,
Yes.
could I have a light, one of your Turkish delights?
Oh, I don't see why not. And he pulls out the cigarette. It's already a pre-wrapped one, which might be a little bit weird this time, but it is, and hands it over to you. He said, "Those are good ones. Expensive, I tell you, and they're going up in price. But you can never pay too high a price for cancer. That's what I always say." Welcome back. Did you leave on purpose?
No.
Okay, because it was immaculate timing. I literally had said in character, I was like, you guys can't say no because this is the rest of the adventure path. So if you're going to say no, you might as well leave Discord now. And then you immediately left.
I didn't hear any of that. I literally, you asked me a direct question, and I responded to you, and then you just talked over me, and then I was like, hello, and then all Discord crashed.
Yeah.
And then I tried relaunching it, and it like acted like it couldn't even launch. So I had to like kill all the processes named Discord, and then wait and launch it as administrator and let it update. And
Excellent. So what was the last thing you remember hearing?
we went inside.
Oh, God. Okay, so quick overview of the conversation you guys just
Fresh
had.
course.
Winscott basically brought you inside. You notice that he's got some tools and stuff laying around that maybe aren't normal tools for like inside of a kitchen. And he basically tells you that while he was doing some renovations on the house, he found a wall that was starting to collapse, and behind it was a tunnel. He shooed off the rest of the workers that were there helping him do the renovations, and kind of tore down the wall and started investigating this tunnel. And it just kind of kept going, so he decided to reach out to you guys to see if you could help him do some investigation on it. He thinks it might be some of the old rumored slave tunnels that ran or run below the Providence area. But he's extremely excited, very, very excited, talking very fast. And he wants you guys to come back tomorrow because it's already kind of getting late to come back and help maybe do some investigation on the tunnel. He tells you to come prepared though, because he doesn't know what kind of conditions the tunnel in. So sturdy boots and a rope and maybe a flashlight. But he's happy
He
to
also has
lead you
no
guys down there.
compensation ready for any of us,
Okay.
or is at least not disclosed any. So
What should we expect, Mr. Winscott?
Well, like I said, I haven't gone too far into the caves myself, or the tunnels rather. It's musky, it smells like wet dirt, and it's dark. Like I said, I don't trust everyone, but I do trust you four, and you each have a specific set of skills that I think could be beneficial. A little bit of potentially religious or paranormal, who knows? Everybody loves a good magician funny guy, and Jerry, well, Jerry's one of the best writers I know. And when and if this blows up and actually becomes these tunnels, I want someone that I trust behind the pen. But yeah, so you guys can ask him anything you want, and he'll potentially let you know what he knows, or you can head out and get prepared, do whatever you want to do, investigate things. If you have any ideas about maybe what's going on, or you could just go to sleep, wake up in the morning, and come on back. Whatever works best for you all.
What do you
I
think,
got
boys?
a gig after this, so I gotta go here in about another $5, because I got a gig to get to. So
Oh, down
Yeah,
here in Providence, where are you going? The Lucy Lou's?
no, the loose and sweaty.
Loose
I
and
finally got
Sweaty?
a gig down there. Yes,
Wow,
sir.
I haven't been there in
Oh.
a millennia.
Oh, it's gonna be a damn old time, I swear.
Well, I hope you make
You
it
ought to
good.
come by if you got a minute.
Well, I might just do that. But
Hey.
Alright.
maybe not. We got a big day tomorrow. Gotta get my
Hey, you
gotta
guys
get my
push
shut
Danny
eye.
down?
Gotta get my 8. As they say, get the 8.
I
Mm,
turn to David and I say, I will pray for you, my son.
well, that's a right bit appreciated there, Father. I will see you all tomorrow, and I done skedaddle.
Okay. So David is out. It is already kind of the evening here. What does everybody else think they're doing? Anybody want to stick together, do anything this evening, or kind of get back together in the morning, maybe?
Wait, why can't we explore right now?
It's getting late. John's been at it all day, so he'd rather you guys come back in the morning.
So he asked us to come out here
Yeah, he wanted to introduce
tell
it
us
to
that
you.
Tell us to go away. Yeah.
to tell us to go away.
He said, come back
Can
tomorrow.
I give the boys a quick eyebrow raise? And that, oh yeah, we'll come back tomorrow. But hopefully the boys understand that I mean, like, let's come back this evening when John's just locked up or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, what did he say specifically? He said he's obviously excited. He goes, I'm obviously excited to get started, but I'm pretty fucking exhausted, to be honest with you. I've been working all day. We
What?
can start as
We'll
early
have
as
to
tomorrow.
talk to
Thank you,
John,
a
but-
lady.
What was that, David? I thought you already left.
No, I had just about closed the door, and I heard you curse in front of a dame, and I got all right
Dame?
mad about it.
Jerry's not a dame. She's a journalist.
All the same, mind your P's and Q's, son.
P's and Q's. This is a GTA 5.
And I slammed the door. I'm off.
Is that Lorne Dog?
I heard another.
Yeah.
Heard another name.
But yeah, I mean, you guys could do whatever. You could potentially. There's some things that you could maybe research, like he mentioned these slave tunnels. There's a lot of big libraries here in Providence that you guys could do some research on, or you probably aren't fully equipped to go do any sort of cave exploring right now, I'd imagine. So you could go get some material. You guys should have a little bit of money on your character sheet. I think in general, you kind of. Like, I think maybe in this version of Call of Cthulhu, you actually have numerical dollar amounts, but generally speaking, it's just like you're rich, middle class, or poor, and so you'd be able to buy certain things. Just like it's kind of hand wavy. Like you're not going to be able to buy a sniper rifle, but you could probably buy a pop or something type of thing. So, but yeah, what do you got? Yeah, what are you thinking? I'll let you run with it here. It looks like David's got a show at the the loose and what? Loose and sweaty.
Loose and sweaty. Yes,
They
sir.
all loose and sweaty. Haven't been there in a
Been
millennia.
trying to get a gig down there for months.
All
It's
right.
the Northeast, but they call it pop. I don't think
Oh.
so.
Soda?
Soda pop.
What do they call it in the
What they call it?
1920s Northeast?
Sweet and bubbly.
Yeah, give me one of those sweet and bubblies. Like me a sweet and bubbly and a line of white, if you know what I'm saying.
A line of white.
All right,
Cola.
we'll just go
Good
around.
point,
Jerry,
cola.
what do you? All right, I guess yeah. So you guys are left with old Jerry, Maximilian, and Father Stephen. What are you guys thinking you want to do here? And the answer very well could be, go back to wherever you're staying and wait till morning, or sleep it off. Whatever works.
I mean, I'm fine with staying here and hiding out and coming back after he goes to sleep if that's the group's plan.
I would like to ask Mr. Winscott if he's all right with me staying and perhaps sharing a scotch with him.
You want to stay here tonight? Well, I will say we only got the plastic off of one of the beds for me to sleep in right now, but there's quite a few rooms in here. I'm sure you and the rest of you could stay here if you'd like.
I need nothing more than the floor, sir.
The floor? The floor is
Yeah,
dusty
it's
and
a
cold.
murder.
Ouch.
You think
You
I
are
am a
Catholic.
poor man? No, I inherited this home. This is a nice home. We'll get you in a bed, absolutely. And he kind of starts walking out of the kitchen, and up a set of stairs. It kind of looks at you like you could follow him, and maybe you go up there and find a room. And if you brought anything with you, you can set it down. And if anybody else wants a room at the Winscott estate, you certainly could do so. Jerry, Steven, or what are you guys doing? Or yeah, that's right. Steven. Nope, Steven went up, got a bed. Jerry, Maximilian, what are you doing?
My friends call me Max.
Max.
But no, I think Max would most likely, if we're gonna stay, we're gonna stay. It's like he could make himself at home.
Yeah,
What?
I chimed in during the Scotch conversation and I pulled out my flask and I was like, count me in on that one.
Okay. Yeah, so if you guys go, he gives each an individual bedroom. The house is, like I said, it's a pretty good sized house. So you guys each get your own bedroom. It's not very clean. It's pretty dusty, but he can take the plastic at least off the bed, so they're sleepable on. And then, like Father said, let's have a scotch with them. So maybe you guys go back down to the kitchen or the living room area and sit down and I don't know if everybody drinks or what the situation looks like, but kind of sit down and have a few with them. So it's getting pretty late. He's got a fire lit, like I said, it's 1920s. I don't think there's furnaces. There's certainly not a furnace in this house. So he's got the the fireplace going, trying to keep it warm. It's pretty though. It's a cool house. Like it's your stereotypical 1920s fireplace, old-timey clothing. I don't think there's music playing, but the music kind of gives you a little bit of a vibe at least. And yeah, you guys want to chat with him about anything in particular? Ask him anything, or there's some potential here to roll some varying kind of checks to see if you find anything, or not necessarily persuade, but kind of talk to him about different things that might be going on. Yeah. What are we thinking? What's the rest of the evening? Or do you just go to bed? That works too.
No.
We'll start
How
with
deep are we with Mr. John?
yeah, we'll start with you, Jerry. What'd you say? Sorry?
How many scotches deep are we with Mr. John? I thought we were drinking scotches.
Have I said John or Josh? It's definitely. It's okay. Yep, it's John. it's totally not Josh in the book, and I've been saying John this whole time. I don't know. It depends on how long you're sitting there before you start talking about anything too crazy. I'd say you're probably maybe 1 or 2 in, if you want to be. I don't know.
Does
I mean,
anybody
how fast
have
is everybody drinking?
a decent? Does anybody have a decent like fast talk?
Yeah, I should have stuck around.
I was gonna say.
Well, I
I'm
was gonna say. I
55
mean, I don't know how
like,
long your show lasts, but you know,
Oh yeah, true. Hey, guess
maybe
what- yeah,
we
what
get
time is
through
it?
one round of talking, and then David's show could be over. He might end up coming on back. You guys texted David to let him know you were staying here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
My
Yeah,
fast
it's
talk is
Real
55.
my 5 fast talk.
Mine's also
Yeah.
55.
So you kind of try to talk fast, and he's following everything that you're saying. Like nothing is slipping by him. You're not distracting him. So fast talk is more used. Do you guys remember, or at least I guess it's really only Brendan that would remember, like Dylan or Dalton. Oh, Dylan would too. Dalton's character in Starfighter kind of had that ability to like kind of distract someone by fast talking. Like it's similar to that. Like you're not gonna
Dylan,
get
Dalton, Damien.
you're not gonna get information out of him by fast talking, but like if you were trying to go sneak around the house or something, like fast talk might distract him.
Okay.
But
Can
let
I do
me-
that?
I'm gonna clear my chat real quick before you guys roll anything. Just let me know you're rolling so I can be watching for what you want to do, and then let me know.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll see what the result is, and then we can kind of role play how it plays out, maybe.
My plan is I'm gonna ask him if I can use the John. So I'm gonna try and fast talk and then like get lost in his house and like just go into a bunch of other rooms to see if I can find anything incriminating. So
Okay.
you tell me, am I just fast talking or is there something you want me to
Let's
roll?
see. Let me look through these skills. Like if you look through your skills, if you think fast talk makes the most sense, so be it. Let me actually.
I mean, he may just let me leave, you know, but then
That's
like
true.
I don't know
yeah.
what I would do to.
Let me see.
So if I
can
ask him,
just-
I was just like, he was like, none of the drink for me, but could I perhaps use your John? Use a John?
he's gonna say yes.
I'm John.
He's like, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Let me take you to where it's at.
John. Let me
Um,
take you to it. Okay.
cause yeah, you
Oh, I'm
have
sure
been
I
his
can
house.
find it.
But let me
I'm sure
read
I
what
can find
Fast
it.
Talk's
Just,
description
give me
is here
directions.
real quick. So Fast Talk says specifically limited to verbal trickery, deception, and misdirection, such as bamboozling a bouncer to let you inside a club, getting someone to sign a form they haven't read, making a policeman look the other way, and so on. This skill can be opposed by Fast Talk or psychology. So what we're gonna do here is he says, "Let me take you there," and you want to fast talk your way into having him just point you to where you need to go.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Well,
he's
I'm sure
gonna
I can
make.
find it. Didn't really point me in the right direction.
He's gonna make an opposed psychology check, to see if he like catches on, not necessarily catches on to what you're doing, but doesn't fall for your fast talk. So give me 1 second to find his character sheet. This is right here. Okay, so you succeeded. So he needs to get. As the offensive person, you have to do better than him. So he has to succeed, or well, that sounds dumb. Like you have to get a higher level of success than him. Like if he succeeds as well, you don't succeed. He does. So his psychology. He only has a 35 in psychology, but he succeeded. He rolled a 29. So he goes, no, I insist. Let me take you to the John here. And maybe you could still do something with that. Like, there's nothing to say that when you leave. So he takes you up, and it's actually upstairs, kind of in the same hallway that the rest of your guys' rooms are. And he goes, "Yeah, right here. We have some of the bathroom tissue in there too. So you should be good to wipe away. You know what I'm saying?" He's kind of stumbling a little bit. Like maybe he's like you said, he's been working all day. Maybe he hasn't eaten a lot, and there's a couple scotches in now.
You should lean into his inevitable homophobia.
Jesus Christ.
What you're saying is that he has left me and Jerry behind.
Yeah, for at least like a minute or two as he walks up the stairs. Like, it's not so long of a house that you guys would have much of a time for anything. But yeah,
Okay.
so he walks
What's
up the
this guy's name
stairs.
again?
It's John Winscott.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and say, "John, now let me be frank. This is
Frank, I thought your name was Max. Oh, I should leave the joking to David. He's better at it.
You probably should. Let me be frank.
All right, Max.
I wanted a chance to speak with you one-on-one for a little while. Tell me a little bit more about some of these things that you've been seeing around the house. Why call a person with my particular skill set?
Seeing around the house. I've barely even been in this house. Like I said, I found the tunnels, and I've stuck to the tunnels. That's why everything still is wrapped up. I sleep and I go down back to the tunnels, and I've been searching through the tunnels. That's all.
What have you seen in the tunnels that's got you so riled up?
The depth of them, sir. It's the depth. They just keep going, and I don't want to explore it by myself, but I don't trust
It's like
the
a
rest
hot
of the
dog
world.
down a hallway.
What? Jerry, did you say something? 1 second, I'm gonna go get
No.
Jerry. Jerry, do you
No, I
need to
think
use the
I-
restroom too? Women can
Actually,
never hold their
I'm going
bladders.
through the walls.
Can I use psychology and see if there's any more information? Something I can use to, like, get more information about why did he call us? What are we doing?
Yeah, there's a
here?
persuade, I believe.
Persuade, huh? Persuade's not great.
Yeah, this sounds like you're trying to persuade more information out of him, probably.
Okay.
Not trying to.
All right.
He's not. I would say fast talk would work, but to be honest, he's not trying to trick you or anything. You could do a spot hidden to see if he acts like he's, trying to hide information potentially. But a persuade is what you would use to get more information out of someone that you're talking to. So.
That's fair. Yeah, I'll do a spot hit. Maybe I'll look and see if I find anything on the way to the bathroom. Like, I'll
Okay.
be looking around.
Okay, so just a normal success. It's not going to be an opposed roll or anything like that. But yeah, you walk upstairs.
Oh,
What's that?
wait. Can I use luck to turn that into a
You can't.
greater success?
Yeah. So
But it'd have to be a 22, right?
Well, so if you look at your well, I guess spot hidden's a skill, so it doesn't have 3 numbers listed, does it, or does it?
Not anywhere that I can see. No.
Let me double check. Okay, yeah, it doesn't. So yeah, so 45. Yeah, you would just need to get less than half. So yeah, you only need to spend actually 1 point of luck.
Two luck?
It rounds
One point
up.
of luck?
It rounds up for the half, I believe. So yeah, go ahead. You can
Okay.
spend a point of luck. So Brendan only
Alright.
knows this because he's
Critical
watched
success.
some of Call of Cthulhu. But after you make a normal roll like this, in combat it changes a little bit. So we're just gonna call these normal rolls. You can spend luck to change the result of your you don't have to roll it again to change the result of your roll. And then every session there's a luck roll that we do at the beginning to see how many luck you get back, type of thing. You can't spend luck in combat on misses necessarily. Another thing that you can do that I should have mentioned earlier is pushing a roll. So if you are I don't know, trying to do the fast talk with the example earlier that I gave for the bouncer, if you're doing fast talk to try to get through a bouncer and you fail, then you can push the roll, and that basically means that you roll again, but you have to explain to me what you're doing differently to justify doing that roll again. And if you fail a pushed roll, then something bad happens. So it's up to me kind of what that bad ends up being. But like a normal failure, you just fail. But if you fail on a pushed roll, then some sort of negative thing can happen. Roll20 has decided it wants me to log in again, so we're gonna do that. Yeah, okay, so we'll just say the spot hidden was kind of your whole trip up there. So on your trip up there, it literally doesn't look like he's been upstairs at all yet. So on your way upstairs, there's still dust on the ground. The only footsteps that have come through have been the ones he's aware of what was up here because he knew which rooms to take you guys to. But it literally looks like things just haven't even been touched in forever. So as far as you can tell, there's nothing being hidden, at least upstairs. Or if there is, it's not hidden. It's just not something that he even knows about. But that's what you would get with a hard success. I mean, there just really isn't much going on up here, as far as you can tell. He seems really focused on these tunnels. He really sees them as a big opportunity for him, to gain some fame or to prove that these slave tunnels are real. And that's why he invited you guys out.
Okay, I will leave this as an opportunity for someone else to do something while
Yeah.
we're gone.
So while
John.
Max and Max and John, excuse me, are
No,
upstairs chatting. What are old
I
Jerry
start-
and Father doing?
I would like to call for John. John. John.
Yeah, I'm coming. One moment,
here,
one
John.
moment. And he looks to Max. He's like, I'm a popular guy tonight, wouldn't you say? What'd you call yourself earlier? Frank? Well, you have fun urinating. And he walks back down the stairs. Leaves you to the bathroom. He comes back down the stairs, and he's using both handrails as he comes down because he's a little inebriated, and he's an older guy. Like, he's, probably older 40s, younger 50s.
Father
So-
Stephen, myself, is pretty inebriated at this point, even though he hasn't had much to drink.
I've never heard of a Catholic that drinks. And then he kind of looks around, like wanting somebody to laugh. It's a joke. It's Catholics drink.
But anyways, he says to John, he's like, John.
Yeah?
I could swear.
Father?
You come to the parish every Sunday. Isn't your name Josh?
Well, so the way I see it is that I'm a different man when I'm here. When I'm in the church, I try to be more heavenly, and so I go by John, because John is a religious name. The keeper isn't super religious, so I can't explain much more than that, but he knows it to be true. But Josh, when I'm here working... Shit, I fucked that up. I messed up the order of that. You're right, my name's Josh, but there's already a Josh in here, and I did it for you. Anything else? He's like almost passed out.
We almost passed out.
Actually, I imagine it's around this time that maybe David's getting back from his show. It's probably been a couple hours. You guys bullshitting and drinking and hanging out.
Oh, cool. What was my take for the night?
I don't know, what was it?
Did my agent screw me again, or was he a right
don't know.
good friend this
Why
week
don't-
around?
I go get another drink. You kind of explain what one of your show, what a stage magic show at the the Loose and Sweaty in
Loose and Sweaty.
1920s, in 1920s Providence, Rhode Island would look like. If you want to just walk me through that a little bit.
Yeah. So a good friend of mine from high school is an agent. He puts together these sorts of smaller gigs for us needy types. And so I went down to the Sweaty and Loose and did a. It's not a cabaret show, and it's not a magic show, but it's a little bit of both. I've got an assistant. She's a real fine dame. She helps get crowds in. I use one of the fire hoses that my uncle Steve lets me use. There's all sorts of pyrotechnics. The crowd loves that. We show ankle
Pyrotechnics?
and clavicle.
You're gonna have to walk me through that.
Um,
What the fuck is a pyrotechnic?
A pyrotechnic, now that's just a fancy French word for fire.
Oh, fire! Why don't you just say so?
Yeah, because the French have funny words for all sorts of things, and
the French.
the crowds love it.
Hope we
Yeah,
never
they run
rely
away
on
in
them for
war,
any
but they know stagecraft. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, they're crafty some bitches. I'll tell you that.
Run away in war.
Do you like that bit?
It's not their fault. It's just the way
see?
that they're made. Yeah, see. The women, they disappear and then they come back and the crowd loves it every time. They throw dimes at her. Because she is
Dimes!
one.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, it's a good living though. It's
That's a
worth
pretty
every
penny.
bruise.
Making it hail, yeah?
They get it now.
Penny for your thoughts.
That's a
And penny
Daniel
for the
Tosh
show.
joke. For anyone that was curious, I am not that creative.
Yeah, kids these days don't know Daniel Tosh.
Right?
All right.
Real shame.
I cast Fireball.
There are spells in this game, actually, so it's funny. you
I
say
know.
that. Okay. So yeah, David, you come back. Maybe that was actually a question that Josh/John asked you. Like, how'd the show go? Explain to me what that show might look like. So what's the rest of you guys doing? until we're going to bed or whatever, you guys gotta let me know. We're in what I would like to call uncharted territory here.
I've never seen the midnight moon in a house as big as this. This is quite the opportunity.
You're welcome. I don't really know how to respond to that. David?
Just a nod and a thank you, good sir. That'll
He
do.
nods and says, "Thank you."
As all of this has been going on, all the men are drinking and laughing and enjoying themselves. I've just kind of slipped into the corner, and I've
Nice.
reached
Jerry,
the
what are you doing in the
entrance to the
corner?
tunnels.
No, I'm kidding.
Jerry, are you losing your religion?
You said you tried to slip away and go to the tunnel?
Yeah.
Okay. So the
Well-
tunnel is like you got to go back to the front door and then down a set of stairs into like the area like below the kitchen, and then the tunnel is like back in there.
So you're saying I would need some stealth to get away with that?
Yeah. You're gonna have to do some opposed stealth. Hard success. Okay. Give me 1 second to see how stealthy. I really just need to bring. Give me a second to bring old. Totally not John, but Josh onto the
There he
sheet
is.
so I can get to his character sheet more readily. Let's see, what's his spot hidden? Wow, I don't think he has spot hidden.
I wouldn't.
Fast taught history, John, libraries, call, persuade, psychology, stealth, languages. Wow, yeah, he doesn't have spot hidden. Okay, so yeah, he's oblivious. Yeah, I'm trying to see. I don't think he really has anything. 21 over 20. So the fact that you hard succeeded, Sarah, yeah, means you can head down towards the tunnel if you'd like.
I'm not trying to go into the tunnel. I just go to the entrance, and I want to take a picture of it with my camera.
Okay. Yeah, so if you make your way down the stairs and towards this tunnel, let me make sure there's no flavor
Did you
text,
say
as
it's a
I'd like to
secret
call
tunnel?
it. Secret tunnel. It was secret to start with, but if you go downstairs, it's pretty obvious where it is now. Like, it's secret in the sense that no one outside knows about it, but if you're inside and you go down the stairs, you can just follow the trail of dirt coming out. It's pretty easy to find the tunnel. He's not trying to hide it from people inside the house. If someone's rolling something, I'm not looking right now. But if you
Nope,
want me
I'm
to look,
trying to click on stuff and it's doing
rolling
things.
for you. Okay. Let me see.
That was supposed to be funny.
Yeah, so you guys go down. You see tools, like
You
or
guys.
you don't. You guys, just Jerry. Excuse me. You see tools lying near like a brick wall, in which a hole that's big enough for you to get through can be seen. And on the other side of the hole, it just looks like there's a brick-lined tunnel that quickly branches into what looks more like a natural cavern. Like, it's dark, it's late, there's like maybe a candle still lit down there, so you can't really see past it, but you can see the brick part of the tunnel ends, and then it just kind of looks more like natural, like it's just like dirt or stone, kind of in that tunnel there. But yeah, if you want to
So
take a
nothing
picture,
that.
yeah, you
go
certainly
ahead.
can. You got a camera on your character sheet, yeah?
I sure do.
Cool. Then yeah, you snap that picture right up.
Chick.
Did you roll a gun check, Brendan?
I said it was supposed to be funny. I rolled it
Yeah,
4 times.
I didn't see it, so I can see it now though. That's funny. Cool. Okay, so Jerry's down below. Let's round everyone out. Max is in the toilet, presumably. Jerry's taking a picture of the tunnel. David came back and is explaining this, the loose and sweaty, and Father Stephen is talking to Josh.
Wait, so who am I talking to?
John kind of asked you. He asked you about it when you got back. So maybe right now
Okay.
Father's listening to him as well. So
All right.
we got a
There's
lot of
two
roles going on
conversations
here,
at
guys.
once.
What is? I guess they're not showing up on stream, so follow your heart. You guys have ones in those though, so I don't think you could. Pretty much can't pass.
Yeah, no, I was trying to use the toilet. I failed.
Explain to me what that looks like. Just piss
Mm.
everywhere.
I close the door and try to jam it behind me.
Okay.
Don't shake my head. Don't go in there.
Okay. So what's the rest of this evening look like? You guys got more questions for old John Chua?
Okay, so I read psychology,
Okay.
and it sounds like I could use it to determine if he is withholding information from us or not giving us the truth.
Okay. I like that. That's fine.
Okay.
And I won't tell you if he's going to try to oppose it or not. It doesn't necessarily
That's fine.
matter.
So I'm going to do that.
Okay. So come back downstairs and are
Yes.
you gonna ask him something and then roll on that afterwards, or what do you? You've already missed the moment
I mean,
earlier,
kind of-
so yeah. If you want to come
yeah.
downstairs and ask him something, have anyone ask anyone anything, I guess.
Yes. I think I would just circle back to. I was like, have you seen anything strange come out of that tunnel since I'm covering it?
Hard success. Okay. So I guess I should have said something first and then you rolled, but that's okay. We'll remember for next time. He goes, well, to be honest with you, I haven't. I don't know what'd be down there. That's a lie. I'm lying to you right now. Rats. I've had some rats come running up out of there. And a real wet, musky smell. I mean, but other than that, not much of anything. I tell you what I fear, though. I fear finding old dead bodies. I mean, if these truly were the slave tunnels that are rumored below, we might find old remains of runaways or anything like that, and that doesn't look good on me. That looks bad, is what it looks like, and I'm scared of that. But no, nothing's come out of these tunnels yet necessarily. Like I said, I've only gone 100, 150 feet down, but it looked like it just kept on going, and it got dark, and I'm not getting old per se, but I'm getting a little bit older. Why did I go a little bit Irish there? Did you hear that? That was a bit odd.
Nope, didn't notice.
You can still join.
Excuse me, I felt it. He goes. He goes, I won't lie. Ever since the Jesus Christ, I almost did it on like to be funny there, but it wasn't good. Yeah,
What text?
with the closing of the textile factory, I won't lie. The family's fortune's been on a little bit of a decline. I was lucky enough to get this house. The renovation started, and I think these tunnels, if I can prove them to be what I think they are, could really help the family name, if you know what I'm saying. He goes, Florence, who was Elijah. You remember Elijah? I told you about Elijah. That's who owned this home. Florence was his wife up until when Elijah passed, and she recently passed away too, and that's when it was given to me. But nothing's come out of the tunnels. I tell you, I don't know what you're looking here for, Max. No ghouls or goblins, nothing like that. No ghosts that I could see at least. I mean, it's an old house. It does creak from time to time, but nothing's scary yet. I'm more worried. They say sometimes the dead don't rest easy, especially when it comes to those slave fellas. You know what I'm saying? So.
All right.
Goodbye.
So,
who do we lose? Josh?
Lauren,
Lorna. Josh is Bach?
did we determine that
Huh?
that was what he said? What were the things
Yeah.
that he was saying would sound
Hard
truthful?
success. Yes, that's true. And he doesn't feel like he's leaving anything out.
All right, but he basically just talked about who used to own the house and didn't really say much of anything.
Yep. He just let you know that Elijah was the relative that was his like great uncle, and he was married to Florence, and when he died, his aunt Florence was the one that lived here, and then she passed away, and it was bequeathed to him. But you feel like, yeah, like you, as far as you can tell, I mean, he's down here with all of you. It seems like he's telling you what he knows, or at least as much as his inebriated mind knows. It's hard. It's probably hard to do any sort of psychological evaluation on someone that's 2 or 3 drinks in.
Yeah,
Or
it's
maybe
easier
it's
just to
just-
steal from.
I think I find that it actually gets easier.
Maybe, but unless they just forget, can't tell if they're lying. I guess they're not lying if they just don't know. All right. Does anyone else have any agendas for the rest of the evening? Sitting down here, or you guys gonna hit the hay, or wait for him to hit the hay? What's kind of the plan here? He is sitting right here with you guys. It might be hard for you to plan necessarily what's going on, but you can at least talk about what your individual characters are kind of thinking.
I'm assuming I'm still in the basement, so I.
Yeah.
guess
I
it's kinda-
imagine you took your picture, and then we can cut back to you here.
So I guess I keep looking around for clues in the area, but otherwise I'm assuming I could hear the conversation through the
You
floor
can hear that
above.
people are talking, but you probably wouldn't hear what they were specifically saying. It's a whole floor down. You can definitely hear that everyone's still awake and talking, but you probably don't know what they're saying necessarily.
Do you think if I did a listen, I could see if I could listen better?
Sure. Yeah. If you want to do a listen check, I was gonna say, it'd probably be a hard check to get specific words. But with a normal success, you would probably at least know the topic of conversation. You could probably tell that Max is not grilling him, but Max is trying to see if anything spooky or anything like that has come out of the tunnels, and that it pretty much sounds like maybe nothing has. You don't know the details, but Josh was kind of rambling on about his family's heritage, not his the house, who owned the house, and things like that. So.
I think at the very
Can
least,
you-
I'm gonna keep listening to see if the boys are going to bed or if they're gonna continue talking, so I can know if I need to move upstairs or if I should stay in place.
Okay.
I will say David looks tired and sweaty, so he might be close to hitting the hay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe David, maybe you initiate that, time for bed type of thing.
Yep, I do the whole
Initiate
whoa,
it.
and I hit my knees and I lean forward.
That's
Yeah,
that's
okay.
all East Coast people do, I'm sure. It's a very East Coast thing to do.
Right. It said, I'll see you chaps in the morning light. I'm gonna go try and catch as many Z's as I can.
Well,
y'all-
I hope you catch a lot of those Z's, David. I'll get you up in the morning, and we can get down to that tunnel and go nice and deep, if you know what I'm saying.
Holy
and
shit.
he finishes the rest of his drink.
Cool. David calls the police and asks for them to wheel off this homosexual,
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
this deviant to society.
Yeah, deviant. I love it. But no, if you do that, then he finishes off the rest of his drink. He goes, well, there's not got much wood left in the fire, if you know what I'm saying. And you don't really know what he's saying, but he's being
He's
very
saying
literal.
some
There's
shit.
not a lot of wood left. He's like, so I think I'm going to hit the hay. You all are welcome to stay up as long as you know. I know you probably had a long day of travel, or maybe you got here earlier, but I'm going to hit the proverbial sack, if you know what I mean. And he gets up and he walks. He's on the ground level. His bedroom must be on the ground level, not on the upstairs level. Your guys' are on the upstairs level, but his are on the ground level, the first floor, if you will.
Okay. When I go upstairs to my room, I check each step to see which one creaks and which one doesn't.
Okay. You
Just so I know that
give me a
later.
spot hidden check. We'll see how good you are
Yeah.
at that.
Spot hidden. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's probably the.
Skills S spot hidden.
There's some.
40 with 40. So you think
Success.
you know all of them. Yeah, you succeeded. There's a chance there's, some that squeak when you walk up them and not down them. Like a hard success, you would have really nailed it. But you think that you probably can get up and down these stairs pretty stealthily.
Follow.
And this makes a quick aside. Lorna, do you want to play?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Josh can help you get in, and make. You probably don't have a Roll20 account, but once you get in, I assume Josh can also show you where you can pick from a list of characters, and whatever.
I can show you the
Whatever
world.
character you pick, we'll narrate in.
All of Cthulhu.
Actually,
is
before Josh is,
cool.
or before John, we'll call him John again. Before John goes to sleep, he goes, wait, didn't I invite
One
5
more.
of you? Huh. And then he goes and lays down.
And then does the rafters like squeak and someone falls through the ceiling?
Yeah, exactly.
Do create an account and log in.
Have you been there this entire time?
Somehow I have all the information. Okay, so John goes to sleep. David goes to sleep. We'll put the sleeping people over here. Jerry is downstairs, so we just have Maximilian and Father Doug, Father Steven sitting there. That was a haunted house joke. God, what a good movie. My name's Father Doug. We have Father Steven sitting there, a few drinks in, getting late, fire's about to go out. Not about to go out. You got a couple pieces of fresh wood you could put on there, but you don't got but maybe another hour or two up. What's the vibe? You're gonna
Doesn't
roll
go well, I guess.
94
I
out
was
of
gonna
50.
Turn to Jerry as Father Steven. I'm 6 sheets to the wind now. And say,
Oh god, I hear you through Lorna now instead of Josh. Okay.
do you want to help me resist temptation, Jerry?
Oh god.
And
Wait,
Jerry
you-
goes, I thought you'd never ask.
Wait, Jerry, did you come back upstairs?
So I yelled through the floorboards.
I thought you'd never ask! And John goes, wait, what? Who's there? He pulls out a modern M4.
M16.
Yeah. He says, I'm coming! And he what's the line? Oh god, it's from the Call of Duty thing. They made fun of it. It's like 0:30, going dark, or and then he pulls on the night vision goggles. Fuck, what was it? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Irrelevant now. Missed opportunity.
Perfect.
But no, okay, so
Call of Duty reference is what this Call of Cthulhu game is.
oh, shut up, Brendan.
Very important.
Okay,
Oh, ow.
Jerry is still downstairs eavesdropping. Max and Father Steven are hanging out together. And I think that Father Steven's alter ego is helping a newcomer get set up. So Max, what do you think you're talking about? Or maybe you could be still talking, but so.
No, I'm having sex with Jerry.
Does Jerry come upstairs or do you go downstairs?
Jerry's hallway is downstairs, but his hot dog is upstairs.
Holy shit. You need to go to the
Wow.
hospital immediately. No one enjoys that. Your
Or make some
30
money on the circus.
Your
It is the
30-foot
20s.
long cock.
Get-
Alright,
you
I
pick somebody.
didn't like saying that. online. That
Jerry,
was weird.
Father Steven, David the Amazing, and Maximilian are all taken.
Yeah, let me know who you pick and I will get you assigned.
I love a woman described as sturdily built.
I know.
It is the 1920s, so. In
You
Providence,
guys hear
Rhode
Percy
Island.
panting?
I cannot.
Good, okay.
I believe it though.
All I hear is the
Very
sound
close.
of panting Jerry.
Wow.
There's a lot going on
Stop
here.
it.
There's just one thing going on.
Does Max have anything to say about this?
What's taken?
Maximilian, Father Steven, Jerry, and David Wilcox.
Yeah, so Stanley Ace is still available.
But then this comes up.
It's there.
There it is.
Yeah, so Stanley, Jessica, Melissa, Jacob, John, Chris.
Single Hammerschmidt.
That's it. Yeah.
It's the Lucky St. Christopher medal.
John Lucas is taken?
Nope.
No.
You could be John Lucas.
Who's African American?
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's black and white. It's hard to tell.
Are you being racist right now?
No, we're being 1920s. Damn it.
Yes, Austin, they're all black and white. Actually, never mind.
Geraldine?
There is a Chinese character.
That's
I
Sarah.
was gonna.
to
No,
Me, I'm Jerry.
I want to be sturdily built, so I'll be Jessica.
Jessica Brooks. All right, let me pull up your character on stream so everybody can see who Jessica Brooks is, and then I will give you full access to the character sheet. And nope, you're not Sarag. You're Lorna. Save changes.
Morning.
I asked for it to be Lorn Dog, but it didn't do it.
Oh wait, wrong fucking goddamn. Jessica Brooks. Here you are.
You could eat this like cereal.
What?
That's what she said.
Okay, so Jessica Brooks, let's learn a little bit about you. What do you got going on with your life? Who are you? So Jessica Brooks is an author, a 52-year-old author. Okay.
Sturdily built author.
Yeah, so she writes mystery and crime fiction. So
More like a
maybe, I think the reason that old Josh invited you over, or John as we're calling him,
You wanted
it's
to test out how sturdily I am built.
maybe. I was more thinking that Jerry could write down a lot of the facts being a journalist, and then maybe Jessica could turn them into a story later. That's probably what's going on here.
some weight to your
So,
character.
this actually, I'm not going to tell you the story thus far because your character wouldn't know it. So maybe, you show up, you have a letter. I'll let you know a little bit about what
Sorry,
you got
you're-
going on here. Oh wait, I didn't see Call of Cthulhu, more like Call Him Doo-Doo. That was Nicholas. And then Jessica is so sexy. Thank you, Nicholas. Your character is sexy according to
How does Lorna
Thomas.
open her character sheet?
close out of it and then open it again, and then you should be able to see the character sheet portion.
So go back to this tab.
I
click this.
after you've given permission, then you should be able to do it.
Okay, now you have your character sheet. You click this button.
Okay, so you received a letter, Jessica, that was basically like from your friend, whose name is John Winscott, but sometimes Josh Winscott, depending on what's going on. John Winscott, he's from a wealthy family, recently inherited this house. You got invited in with some other people because he knows you and trusts you, and basically is just like, hey, I got this weird tunnel, might be an old slave tunnel. I want you guys to come help me investigate it tomorrow, not tonight because I'm pooped. And then he figured everyone was gonna leave, but then everyone's like, you got a big house, let's just stay here. And so they stayed up and they had some things to drink and were hanging out, learned a little bit of general information about his family, the house. Jerry's downstairs taking pictures of the tunnel. David is a magician who went and performed at some dive bar or strip club. I couldn't really tell.
Narrator.
Max-
We'll
uh-huh.
introduce ourselves to Jessica. Don't worry about introducing all of us.
Okay, cool. All right, that works. I'll just give you a little backstory there. But all right, yeah. So Jerry walks in. It's like a almost not a snowstorm, but it is definitely snowing heavy, and it is windy and it is cold. And the door opens and you can hear it as much as you can feel it. And then she shuts the door. And she goes, I mean, I guess I don't know what she says when she comes inside, but
What
the door
I
was
say?
unlocked, by the way. Yeah.
Well, hello there, everybody. I want to channel my Obi-Wan. Well, hello
I'm
there.
into it.
Luda.
And there is, if anybody cares, music. I guess it's only you two not listening to it, which is fine. But there is, if you join the activity, like click the little YouTube symbol, you can listen to music through your Discord.
I'd like to say hello there, and then who can I see?
So when you walk in the front door, you can see Max, also known as Maximilian, and Father Stephen, sitting by sitting on a couch, or like by a table, like a coffee table, and there's a fire going. But you cannot see anyone else. Unless you've come back upstairs, Jerry. I don't know if you have yet.
I'd like to
I
walk
think
up.
I was.
Go ahead.
See, I was waiting for y'all to go to bed, but it sounds like there's commotion upstairs. Now that a new person has entered the house, so now I think I'm intrigued that I might go upstairs.
Yeah, going up. Also, Nicholas said, 52-year-old female authors get me going. Rar. And then he
Wow.
said, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Sorry,
He said-
Daddy.
Nicholas is
I'd
vibing.
like
is
to
what I'm
walk
hearing.
up to everybody I can see and one by one give them the most vigorous handshake I can muster.
Because you're a sturdy woman.
Yeah, because I'm the sturdiest woman.
Yeah.
Except for Jerry, who I want to give tender kisses on either cheek.
Okay.
Because that's, I feel like, how women should really embrace women.
Cool. Yeah.
Jerry's not
I
a
wish
fine
women would
lady,
embrace
so when
me.
you go to lean in, she like leans in too much and then makes it kind of weird. Like,
I
oh,
like
like,
it, though.
but then we just
Excellent.
smile at each other real cool and
Yeah.
move on.
So-
Yeah, exactly.
You guys can fill in Jessica with what's going on potentially, and whatever your plans are for the evening. Like I said, fire's getting real low. It's gonna get a little bit more chilly and not as bright in this room pretty soon. But right now you're okay.
Skill on your character sheet and it rolls it in the game for us.
Yeah, quick overview of the game, Lorna. It's basically a D100 system. So your numbers, when you roll, you have to roll under your number. So if you have like a 70 in strength, then when you roll, you want to get a number under 70. And the more under it is, the better you do, more or less.
Okay.
And you want to do better.
Yeah, the bigger the number, the easier it is to get under it, so the better it is.
How easy are you to get under, Josh?
Oh, I was about to say, I'm pretty easy. I just gotta find something. You know? But all right, yeah, Josh. I don't know about Josh. His name is Boke.
John?
He's Boke. So.
Josh, John, Jacob, Jingleheimer.
Who lives near a train track? Did you hear trains? It might have been in the song, Thomas. Nicholas, why did I say Thomas?
Austin does live under the highway, though.
The darker the chocolate, the sweeter the taste. Are you? I don't know how to respond to that.
Stop reacting to our Twitch stream and start reacting to what's going on in the game.
There's nothing happening. What are you guys doing?
I'm waiting for everybody to introduce themselves, but y'all are being rude.
I'll stop talking.
We're all very drunk.
Yeah, they're all.
And I'm also
I
in bed.
introduce myself more when I'm drunk. So.
Same.
I would like to walk towards Jessica and introduce myself as, hello, I'm Father Steven Steplowski, and shake her hand. Hand is shaken. Nods.
Father has not touched a woman in a while, so he clings a little too far.
I like when Jerry narrates for Father.
Jerry, I'll come to you later.
Jerry is giving, or not Jerry, Father is giving Asterion vibes. I'll come to you later.
When he says that, Jerry makes like a Pillsbury Doughboy noise.
Jessica is over twice Father's age.
Yes.
Too. Nicholas said, "Oh, the father is."
Father Steven knows what that means from Jerry.
Max, do you want to try to sleep with anybody?
I think I'm good.
Okay.
So yeah,
I'm just gonna let you guys go. I mean,
That's what this game is about. But
if you're ready to go to bed, let me know. Like, I'll let you stay up and do whatever you want here, or sneak around if you want. But
Oh, I'm ready to go to bed.
Only one person has introduced themselves to me.
I would say I walk up after our like little kissy moment. I'm just like, "Hi, Jessica. My name's Jerry." And I talk about how we got drunk, we had like some laughs, and it was a good time. The boys mostly ignored me, so I stuck off to the basement because he's talking about these tunnels. And I just really want to know more about these tunnels. And like the whole time I was in the basement, I was letting my film develop, so I haven't even looked at the images quite yet. And I was like, Jessica, do you want to see the picture that I took?
Oh, I want to see your pictures for sure.
While
So
they're
I will come
talking,
out.
I would like to lean over to Maximilian and be like, "Oh, look at these typists over there. These women think they can work."
ooh, little women's suffrage. I
I'm
like
gonna have to stare off in the middle distance and say, "Oh my gosh." No, I think the woman, the lady introduced herself. I'm gonna say, Jessica, it's a pleasure. My name is Maximilian Hurst. I'm a psychologist by trade, but a scientist an observer of human behavior.
Hi. Is that everybody that's standing here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is
David
this
already-
accurate?
David and Josh already went to bed, or David and
Okay.
David and John already went to bed.
Well, I do say it's been quite a long evening for you all, it sounds like, and I've been traveling, so I think I might find a place to get some shut-eye for the evening.
All, right, all the bedrooms are taken. So
Well,
who are you sleeping with? I'm just kidding.
I'm
There's
going
another
to.
bedroom for you.
I think I make myself comfortable in the tunnels.
There you
In
go.
the tunnels. Oh.
In the tunnels. Do you hear this woman? She's daft.
Jerry squeals, and I was like, it's a lovely dirt floor when you get into the tunnels. It'll be great for your alignment.
My alignment.
I do declare.
I think that the experiences like that definitely lend themselves to character development and better storytelling.
Dear woman, you can have my bed and I will sleep on the floor.
I have to tell you, I read through this adventure a couple times, and nowhere in it did I expect you guys to stay the night, let alone ask to sleep in the tunnel. Okie dokie then. All right, is that what you're doing? You're gonna go
Good
sleep in the
practice for
tunnel?
dungeon mastering later.
I don't want to take a bed from a good Catholic man. I
The
will
only NPC went to sleep. I can't say anything.
sleep.
Jerry is just like, fine, it'll just be the ladies' room, and I take Jessica's hand, and we walk back down to the tunnel entrance.
As she's doing that, I drunkenly am going to be like, Jerry, it was our chance.
And I said it still is. And I wink, and I like wiggle Jessica's hand, and I continue to walk down to the tunnel.
A wiggle, Jessica's.
Walk down the tunnel?
That's kind of gay. It is a little
We're
gay.
going to explore the tunnels and explore some tunnels.
that was pretty good. I don't have a good soundbite for that.
Go
but
ahead,
that was
Austin.
good.
Go ahead and tell us exactly what's happening.
Oh man, we have Nitro now. I can use the sound bites from any channel. Let's see if there's any good ones.
So wet. So wet. Here we go!
Nice.
Oh yeah, busted makes me feel good. What's this?
Hey! My boner's back!
Okay. I go to sleep.
Okay, perfect. So, it's not me anymore. This is Brendan. Okay, so Father Stephen goes up and goes to bed, and Jerry and Jessica go to the tunnels, the cold, dark, wet tunnels, to sleep together. And Max, are you going up to bed, or what are you doing?
Man, I don't think I can click on any of these.
All right, I know
Yeah,
there's some shit.
I'm just gonna go to bed.
Okay, all right. Oh, Jesus wept. Okay. There's so much going on. I should go get another drink. I'll be right back.
Another one.
Wait a minute. We finally progressed past the initial night.
We got to the part of the story that was supposed to
DM
be 13
leaves.
seconds.
For those of you listening at home,
You guys derailed so fast. Like, just like, if it was like a flow chart, you guys like started here and then went up instead of down. Like, just like immediately off track. It was great. Okay.
great. Lorna literally missed nothing from being gone an hour and a half.
Exactly. I know. You're telling me.
I was just busy saving lives.
You did. Good job. We like that. All right. So you guys, are you guys
I did an
actually
entire
sleeping
magic
through the
show.
night? I know there was talk
I just
about like
wanna say.
waking up and doing sneaking around or anything. Are you guys getting like a normal night's rest here?
I mean, if we had time to teach each other a secret code, we could all make a signal for when we're gonna get up and go to the tunnels and explore. But also, I don't know if exploring the tunnel in the middle of the night is a great idea.
Yeah, it kind of feels like hand off the chess piece too. You guys did say that you went to bed. You know.
Yeah, just went to sleep.
Well, then why do you ask?
Well, I mean, you can wake up in the middle of the night, but unless
to
you
derail.
are you gonna wake up in the middle of the night and make a secret code? Like that's fine.
Nope, it's too late.
Okay. Okay, so if you guys wake up in the morning, if no one's like trying to wake themselves up early by setting an alarm on their iPhone or, lighting a wax candle that's got a bell on the end of it that drops a metal ball on the ground that wakes you up in 4 hours or whatever they did for alarms. Then you guys
There's a
wake up
wick
in
that was going all the way around my room, all the way from the bottom corner, all the way up, and it's just kind of spiraling all night long.
That's
and then
good.
it finally gets to the firecracker at the far corner of the
I
room.
figured it just got to you
And
at
then
the end,
that's
like
what-
it just
that's
kind of
what wakes
burned
me up.
you a little bit.
Oh, no, I keep it as far away from me as possible. I have no idea how powerful my pyrotechnics are.
Okay, back to the pyrotechnics. I like that. All right, so if you
I-
guys get up the next morning, give me
If we get
a
up.
actually
Do we have to
just
make a roll to see if we get up?
well, no, I think David, Steven, and Max get up fine, but Jerry and Jessica, why don't you give me each a? Let me see what roll would make the most sense here. Give me 1 second. Should have had this.
Wait, are you
more
picking
prepared.
on the new players? Oh my god.
I'm not picking on the new players. I'm picking on the ones that slept in the wet, cold, gross tunnel all night. Give
Who said it was
me.
what?
I said wet multiple times. It's damp. Excuse me. There's a tunnel. Tunnels are damp.
Good for the skin.
Give me a spot hidden roll. Both of you.
So wet.
let's
Wait, a
see if
what?
So, end your character sheet, and Josh can show you where it is. There is a skill at the bottom, like under the skills tab, called Spot Hidden. If you click on that, that's like your perception. That's like, hey, I'm looking around, type of thing.
Hold on, we're trying. I'm
You're
having
good.
a hard time
You're
finding.
good. No worries. Sarah did get an extreme success. Rolled a 9 under 45. But I will wait to see what Lorna rolls here too.
Spot hidden. Do I just click it?
Just click it.
All
So
right, I
you
did
got
it.
a 68 over 25. So on your D100, you rolled a 68. You needed to get under 25. But your spot hidden isn't that great. That's not something that you're not like super perceptive necessarily. But Jerry is. So Jerry wakes up, and the best way to describe it is you don't see anything new. Like it's not like in the morning. God damn it! Why did Josh wrote hasn't seen a damp tunnel in years? I wrote that off this like threw me off mid spiel. It's fucked up. It's true. Fucked up. You wake up and you don't see anything different because even though it's the morning, it's not like this tunnel has any sort of access to the outside. Like maybe there's a little bit more light getting into the front from up the stairs and out the front door, but not really. But you smell what you can only assume is some form of like decay. Like it's I don't want to say you smell death because I feel like that's too strong and too powerful. But like decay, like something like kind of smells like maybe it died down below and it's kind of like the
smells
smell
like
overnight has kind of
toxic
wafted
I know
up.
exactly what you're talking about.
We
Yeah.
all, Sarah and I know better than anybody in this room. What are you
You don't know what we've been through. You don't know our life.
You have
know
no
mine
idea.
pretty well. You might not know
No,
everyone's,
that's
but
a fair assessment.
yeah, that's very accurate.
Also,
yeah, so
is anyone else hearing that reverb while I'm talking?
am I reverbing?
Yeah,
No.
a little bit. It's a little bit of a double. Anyone else? No.
Am I
Just mine?
talking-
No, I think now that you mention it, maybe a little bit.
Me particularly?
Uh,
Hello.
yes.
Okay, let me leave and come back. I realize that's gonna fuck up the seeker thing, but that's okay. I'll just turn my camera off. Any better? Any worse?
I'm not hearing it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll take that. Oh no, I need to rejoin the.
What did he say?
Thank you, Brendan. All right, this music should go for like 10 hours, so we're good for right now. I don't know who the actual leader is now, but all good. Okay. Oh, Amber Alert.
Oh, what gives? I didn't get one.
Well, I am in
You live
Kansas
in
City.
Oh,
Did you
Driving a
get-
2008 car, so it's going to be broken down in minutes.
Say again?
They're driving a 2008 Saturn View,
Oh,
so it's
okay,
going to be
you-
broken down in minutes.
Yeah, you got it too. Okay.
Mm.
Okay, so you noticed that Jerry and Jessica, you are just like you guys didn't get a great night's sleep because I mean it's maybe you did because you were exhausted, but it wasn't near as good as like the rest of everyone got because they were sleeping in a little bit more expensive beds. But you wake
My
up in the
dad was
morning.
great.
You wake up in the morning, and
Didn't like the movie.
I guess actually here's a good question: who do you think wakes up first? Besides, like discounting Josh, like are any one of you like early risers, or does anyone think
I'm
they drank too
early
much and they're
riser.
not like not getting up early enough or anything like that?
I rise with the dawn and say my morning prayer.
Okay, you want to walk me through your morning prayer?
Our Father, who art in heaven,
Who
hallowed be
does
thy
art in
name.
heaven? Okay.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
Amen.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So Father wakes up, does his morning prayer, and what do you think you do in the morning? You just gonna get up and go walk around, see if you can find old Josh or old
I'm
John?
going to see if there are any
Old Rick?
resources in order to make everyone breakfast.
Okay. So you go down to the kitchen, and it looks like you're probably the first one up. You don't hear anything. You don't see anyone. And there's some food in the fridge, and there's some utensils, and you start making breakfast. And
What is
while
a fridge, good sir?
I think they have
Do you mean the
fridges.
icebox?
1920s fridge? Yeah, icebox. Yeah, maybe. That's a good point. That's a good point. I'm sorry. I have been drinking too much. I have to pee. But you guys
Oh
keep
my
talking
God.
about who wakes up next. I know, I'm a horrible DM. I can't help it, though. I gotta pee so bad.
Get a
Um,
fucking catheter like a real GM, dude. Come
Yeah.
on.
Is that what you do, bro? You just don't drink?
You want to get into the big
Yeah,
leagues?
no, I pooped
Yeah.
my pants Monday night. I just didn't tell anybody.
Okay, so Father's making breakfast. Who do you think wakes up next? You guys got the smell of bacon coming in. What do we...
Are you
We're really
peeing
just
while
going
talking
into
to us,
great
or are we
detail
just-
for like the next 30 seconds to a minute.
Okay, yeah, just whatever 6:30 is, because that's how long it takes for the fuse to go all the way around the room and up to the firecracker. It's set for 6:30. So if you guys
Gotcha.
wake up before that, that's all you.
Yeah, I
Garrison
would
had
imagine
a hot
that.
toddy for a while.
I would imagine that I hear the neighborhood dogs barking and the milkman bringing the milk up to the door, and the newspaper, the boy throwing the newspaper, and all of those things. So I'd probably get up at some point.
Or we could just sleep through this day and just do it tomorrow.
That's
I mean,
true.
there's no real.
I think we should
timetable.
just all leave now that we've slept the night at the strange man's house for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, it was a free hotel. It was like a little vacay. You know, get a day away from the missus. It's the 1920s. That's what this whole decade was about.
That's true.
Just sleeping in strange mansions. What a life.
That's no way to select a government.
That's
guys
no
were a great
basis for a
party.
system
Thank
of
you for
government. I don't think women distributing strange women emerging from lakes and distributing swords is a basis for a system of government.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so
Not involved.
Father is in the kitchen, and David wakes up probably next with his alarm. Father, what do you think? I mean, I could tell you, or you could tell me. What do you think what's in the kitchen here? What are you making? Is it like is it normal bacon?
Oh, he's making waffles.
Sauce,
I'm going to make-
Has
waffles,
to be Eggs
pancakes,
Benedict.
or are we
I'm-
still like early enough that we're doing beans and toast and shit? Like, how long has it been
I'm
since the British?
making potatoes and beans and keeping an eye out for any Wolverines that would want the potatoes. And
Nice. Fuck, I could do some potatoes right now. That sounds so good.
you know, making that up, and then a bit of thick cut bacon for the protein for everyone.
Yeah, nice. So that bacon smell is kind of wafting through the house.
Mm-hmm.
So Jerry and Jessica have woken up at this point, and probably made their way upstairs, I'd imagine, after you guys woke up. And you probably didn't get much sleep last night. It's cold and wet, but...
Well, I
Daddy-
slept like a baby.
Oh, you slept like a baby? All right, perfect.
It's my natural habitat.
Nicholas said, "Daddy, make me pancakes." Highlighted his message with points in the channel. So,
Okay.
Daddy doesn't make pancakes. Daddy makes waffles.
Cinnamon rolls.
Oh, those good cinnamon rolls. Those are good cinnamon rolls.
Daddy
And
makes
cinnamon rolls, yeah.
whatever his sheep want.
All right, Max. You it looks like you are potentially, besides John Chua, the last to awake. What do you think gets you up in the morning? The smell of bacon? Do you have a wick? Did you sleep in a cold tunnel? What do you think gets you up in the morning? Or is it the sound of the firework in the adjacent room going off that wakes you up?
Who are you asking?
You.
I already said that I was awake.
Oh, sorry.
I said that I got the newspaper and I got the milk that they put outside.
Oh, I thought that was Josh. Sorry. Okay, you're good. Who are you asking? My bad. Okay, so everyone is awake. You guys are all.
You said so many names too. Is it John? Is it James? Is it?
No. John Chua.
Engelheimer Schmidt.
It's John/Josh because I fucked up his name, but his actual name is Josh. So I've called him John Chua. But okay, so John Chua isn't at breakfast. You guys are eating away, or maybe still cooking, waiting. Anything going on this fine morning, or just kind of get breakfast and go see if you can't find him. Figure out where his room
The
is. And get
real
him up.
question is, did Daddy make us coffee?
I'd imagine it's probably pretty strong coffee over here, but yeah, I think so.
I made herbal tea.
Ooh,
Joe.
you son of a bitch. He is. It's a very, very father thing to do. Maybe I don't know. So you guys get all your breakfast. Maybe get up, get with it. Put on a different change of clothes if you had any with you. Jerry has shared the picture that she took with Jessica because there's Polaroids in 1920, so it's easy to see them, and you don't have to go to a developing room to do anything like that. It doesn't matter. She doesn't need to see the picture. She slept in where the picture was taken, but didn't smell the smell of decay.
But sometimes you can see spirits on camera, Austin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was trying to get at, really.
Oh, okay. Well, let's rewind time then. No, I'm kidding.
Crazy, lazy, hazy days of summer.
Man. Okay. Do you guys go try to find Joshua, or what are you doing in the morning? You gonna leave and go do something else before you try to get him and get going into the tunnels, or what's the move here?
No, I'd like to stay in my room until I hear that he's gotten up, so that I'm not up and wandering around in his house before he's up and about.
Okay, give me I mean, I hate to keep just doing spot hidden checks over and over. Oh no, listen, there's a listen roll. Give me a listen.
Okay. Awful failure.
Okay, yeah, it's.
I get out right as he's about to, and it's just awkward.
Well, I think that you get down thinking that he's already awake, but you mistook him for Jerry and Jessica coming up the stairs. Is actually what it was. So you kind of get down around the same time that they did.
If you mistook two women walking for one man.
Because he failed.
Yeah, I'm outnumbered.
He failed the listen
Yeah.
check. That's how.
I'm floundering.
He's still a little hungover. The loose and sweaty or sweaty loose bar that he was at, maybe he had a few.
The loose and sweaty. Yeah, you had it.
The loose and sweaty. Maybe he got a little bit more inebriated than we thought. He's hanging a little bit this morning.
Okay, I'll be magic later. Excuse me, ladies.
There you go.
It's okay, I'll be magic later.
So
I would like to make up a plate and take it to Josh's room.
Okay. So you make up a plate of the food, and I don't know why I paused so long there. You make a plate of food, maybe a cup of herbal tea, and go knock on his door, but you don't there's no answer.
I would like to try to see if the door is unlocked.
Okay. Yeah, the door is unlocked. So you go in, and he's not in his room. The bed is made, and it's definitely the right room. Like you went in there, it looks like the bed is made, but no one is in that room. It's just missing.
Can I do some sort of check?
Yeah, you can do a spot hidden check to see if anything stands out to you here. 38 over
So-
34. You could spend some luck there. You could spend 4 points of luck, which you would just mark down on your sheet. Just take away 4 of your luck. I think you might have to go to the edit mode to do that, or just note it down somewhere. If you want to make that a actual success, if you'd like.
I would like to make that an actual success if I could.
Okay, yeah. So you spend 4 points of luck, and you're looking around. Maybe you set down like the food, the tray or whatever, and you see that like when you remember last night when you guys were kind of settling down, he had like some more sturdy boots on when you guys first saw him. But when you mentioned that you were staying the night, he traded out his sturdy boots for like just a pair of like house slippers or like normal shoes that he was wearing in the evening, and those are still there, but the boots are gone, and there's a little bit of like dirt on the floor, maybe where the boots were sitting, like some because I said it's pretty dusty everywhere, so you can kind of see where he has been since he hasn't been very many places over the house, but it looks like he took his boots and went somewhere in the morning. Like the bed is made, but it still looks like the pillows kind of slept in a little bit. So you're pretty sure that he did sleep here, but maybe he just left before anybody else was awake.
It looks like those boots were made for walking.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just what they did.
That's just what they did.
I would like to go back with my plate of food that I made up for him and relay that information to the others that have joined me in the eating room.
Okay.
The place where we dine.
The dining room, maybe.
That's a good name for it, yes.
Okay. So, Father Stephen comes back into the room, explains that he's not there, and it looks like wherever he went, he took those boots that he had on when we got here. His boots that had some like dirt on them. You saw some dirt leave the room, but you're not sure where he went. And you might even mention that like you were the first one up out of all the rest of you at least, and didn't see him go anywhere or anything like that. So.
Well, he clearly didn't go into the tunnels because the women were sleeping there.
That's true. Or he's very stealthy.
Oh, he stepped around them? Oh, that's so creepy. Weird.
Maybe. You guys could go check the tunnels. You could go check, I don't know, outside, and you look around, whatever you feel. You just sit here and eat, wait for him to come back. Maybe.
I'm gonna do what I do every time I stay at a friend's house. I go upstairs and I check their diary.
How often have you found someone's diary at a friend's house out of curiosity?
Every time.
Well, that's
I've
just blatantly not
100% access rate.
true. It's just
That's
inaccurate.
kind of creepy, Dylan.
I don't have a diary.
I do what I do at a friend's house, and I let the credits
on?
from whatever movie that we put in last night that everyone else fell asleep during that I watched entirely the way through. I let the credits keep playing because they've just been playing since 2 o'clock in the morning, and now I know every lyric to whatever song that.
That's weird.
It is
It's kind of wild that Max knows about DVDs and credits and things like that. That's actually give
Sorry,
me a
if you were just
sanity roll.
talking, you were muted,
I'm muted?
Sarah.
Oh.
Maybe she's not talking to us, but she's talking to somebody.
Nicholas said, I don't have a journal.
Thanks, Nicholas.
Okay. So, David is going upstairs to look for a journal. Everybody's...
I'm watching The Devil Wears Prada on DVD.
Everybody's leaving and coming back. Max is watching The Devil Wears... He put in the DVD on the TV in the living room and is watching that and having some more scotch.
Nice. Morning scotch,
Jessica
always good.
and Jerry and I guess even Steven, what are you guys doing with this newfound information that he is not here, as far as you can tell? Or
Max
he
Miller?
was able to sneak by you at night, or sneak out the front door, or he's playing hide and seek because he's a weirdo and thinks that people play hide and seek in the morning when they wake up.
And we were not woken up. Jessica and Jerry weren't like woken up by him
Nope.
passing
Nope. Pretty heavy sleepers, maybe. I don't know.
Knowing Jerry, it's probably likely.
Should we?
Or maybe he just went out. Maybe he went out to get his morning coffee at the local Starbucks.
What time is it right now?
At this point, I'd probably say it's about 7:30 in the morning.
Is there any way for us to investigate to his room or maybe his like office or something to figure out
so
where
far,
he might be?
the only person, I guess you guys wouldn't know this necessarily, but Steven came back in and said he didn't see anything, but that doesn't mean that you guys couldn't go in his room and see if you see anything. You could do a spot hidden check in his room and see if you find anything.
I'd like to do that.
Okay. Anybody else want to follow old Jessica Brooks, the 52-year-old sturdy female author, into the bedroom?
Aye, Jerry says.
Excellent.
Yeah, we're all going. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's a party. Steven's already checked.
I'm,
in, so he'll-
Buddy.
He's
Where
he's
can I
cleaning
see
up the
the thing?
dishes. He's got to clean off the bacon grease. It's a big pain in the ass. Okay, failure. Failure.
Failure.
Brendan, you rolling? You going in there and rolling?
Oh,
I
sure.
think that's it.
Was it spot hidden?
Spot hidden.
Wait, can I
yeah.
do luck?
You could do luck.
Oh yeah, you're only at 28 out of 25. So yeah, Brendan got a success. So you could spend. So you're at a 25. So to get a hard success, you would have to get below a 12. So you could spend 3 points to get a success, or you could spend 16 points to get a hard success.
Spend any?
I don't think you need to because one of you succeeded.
Okay.
Nope. Okay.
Never
So
mind.
Brendan got a 33 out of below 45, and he sees the same thing that Father Stephen saw earlier. Notices the boots aren't there, but he notices that like some of his clothing looks like it's missing too. And then he notices that the dirt trail doesn't just stop at the front door, and it looks like it might like lead out the front door. Like maybe you could do a some sort of a tracking roll or I think there's a specific roll for that. Like trying to follow someone, like a follow roll. Give me 1 second. I know what it's called. Yeah, track roll. There's a track. So if you have any track skill, or any one of you guys have a track skill, you might be able to figure out where you think he went, or at least where he's been going. You know, like it's hard to say if this is from today or not necessarily with just a normal success. But
I think I'm just gonna say, the vagabond appears to have left.
I'm still cleaning up the dishes.
okay.
I think I have good tracking. How do
Yeah.
I
Does
know
anybody
that?
have like, or any of the people in that room have a good track skill?
I don't think I do.
Ten's
This music just got
not
fucking
good,
hype.
yeah.
My track is a 10, so I can't do it.
Mine is also a 10.
You might be able to just luck your way through it.
Okay.
Doesn't hurt to try.
I mean, it maybe does. Hmm.
I'll do it.
Say Brendan got a 20. Yeah, go ahead. Give me your track there, Lorna. You might be able to get it.
Oof.
Brendan could spend 19 points of luck. It's a lot of luck to see.
Can
what's
you ever
going
get
on.
your luck back?
At the start
Yeah.
of each session, we'll do a luck roll where you can get like maybe 5 or 10 points back, like max. Usually not. Like it's usually like 3 or 4 points of luck back. But you might not get any luck back.
I think I'll go ahead and do it in this case. I think it's important that we keep going.
Okay. So Brendan's gonna spend 19 points of luck and just barely be able to follow these tracks, and it does lead you down to the tunnel.
So, God. Well, that was a valuable bit of information that we just discovered.
Yeah, it does look
I
like he
tell ya.
maybe got up early and decided to maybe get a head start with you guys. Maybe he'll be back soon. Maybe he won't. Hard to say.
I say we
Does-
explore the tunnels.
He's absconded to his own tunnel. Without waking us? What a rapscallion. Well,
So-
I suppose we should follow him Someone grab all of the candles from the house.
I was about to say, why does everybody take a minute and make sure they check their inventory, just so they know what they have.
I don't have any candles.
Okay, because I was gonna say, you guys can try to find stuff in the house, or you could leave if you want. Go buy things.
I have Italian.
Where's our inventory?
But, like, for instance, say you guys went shopping and you bought a few things.
Yeah.
And then you came and you were in this tunnel, and for some reason you needed an AK-47. This is an extreme example. And you're like, damn, I really think my character would have bought an AK-47 when we were out at the store. I can have you roll a luck roll to see if maybe your character did. If you guys don't go to the store or don't do anything like that, it's harder for me to say, or at least look for more stuff to say, hey, this thing that you needed, roll a luck roll for it. So, the reason I'm telling you that is because you guys haven't done any shopping necessarily. So what's in your inventory is probably what's in your inventory. And maybe that's fine. I haven't looked through all of your guys' inventory, so... but you could certainly search the house, or if you think you have time, and you know, whatever, Joshua went down and searched the tunnel by himself, that's fine. But just up to you guys. Just not necessarily peeling back the curtain a little bit, just letting you know a little bit about how, like, luck rolls for inventory work here. Did everybody find where their inventory
I feel
was?
like-
Yes.
What if we went to town and asked if anybody had seen... What are we calling him?
Josh.
John?
His actual name is Josh, but Josh is actually here, so I've kind of been going with John. We'll just go with John.
He has
It's
many
John.
aliases.
John Winscott. John
See if anybody in town has seen John this morning, and maybe do a little bit of shopping.
Okay. That's one vote for shopping. Is everybody following Jessica there, or what are you guys doing?
Does he have a car? I mean, we're already staying in his house.
I have a car.
He does not have a car.
I have a Chevrolet Superior automobile.
There you go.
Are there any flammable substances in this
Oh my
house?
Yeah. Give me a luck roll. There might be. You might be able to search around and find like a old lantern that's got some oil left in it or something. Let's see if you can. How lucky you are. A fucking 1. You find a thing of gasoline. Like a full gallon, like a metal container of gasoline.
Does that help us?
I mean, you were looking for flammable materials, so I don't know if
I
it'll
guess she was. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You you literally couldn't have rolled better.
he
Dylan,
seems to have
whatever
a
you were
gallon of
looking
gasoline.
for, you actually can never find again.
I found a rock.
I guess I probably should have asked for a candle, right? That would be theoretically the... Because I was like, just thinking something like I could create into a candle, but if I would have asked for a candle, I would have got it.
Yeah, no, so yeah, if you're looking for, you were looking for flammable materials and you found like a canister of gasoline that you could probably take with you pretty easily.
Well, I'm gonna take it with me. So
Okay?
I'll just put that in my possessions, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine. You can just write it down or jot it down somewhere. I will say that it's probably it's a little bit, you can't like put it in a backpack type of thing. So you're probably like, you have one hand carrying this tank of gasoline, if that should become an issue. There's nothing that says you can't set it down, but just as an FYI, you are like, it's like a thing of gasoline, like a metal container of gasoline. Oh, look, Amber Alert again. Hey, they found the
Cancel.
child. Let's go.
Good.
The child.
The child. It's worse, the child.
They
Okay,
found
so
Alan.
Jessica wants to go to town to buy stuff. While she's doing that and suggesting that to everyone, Jerry is searching the house and finds a thing of gasoline that she thinks might be useful and holds on to that. What's everybody else's vibe
She
here?
finds a jerry can.
Yes, she
Jerry?
does.
You found a thing of gasoline. That stands to reason that this man owns a vehicle.
Is there like a mason jar somewhere?
Sure. I don't think that there's any
Sure.
reason that he wouldn't have some sort of a mason jar somewhere. I'm not going to make you
Okay.
roll luck again with a 1.
Like, I'm pretty sure with like a mason jar, like a string and gasoline, you can make like a candle-ish.
Not a candle, but maybe a bomb.
It
Or a
sounds
Molotov
eerily close to
cocktail.
a Molotov cocktail. Yeah.
if you want a candle, there's candles all around. Like that's easy.
I said earlier. I said if I had framed that question differently, I would have asked for a candle.
Okay, yeah, you
So,
could definitely find a candle
sure.
without a luck roll. So yeah, you could find some unlit candles. They don't provide a lot of light, but a little bit of light. But you also have a makeshift bomb if you want it.
Perfect.
Okay, cool.
Ooh, does he have any wine or any hard liquor?
Just robbing him? No, he's still got the rest of that. What were you guys drinking last
He
night?
left us alone in his house. 5 strangers.
That's true. No,
Yeah.
that's true.
Hey, he knows all
Or
of us.
he was
remember? We're
taken.
just friends.
No, yeah. There's like a liquor rack. He's got. Where are you guys drinking scotch last night? There's still like half
If
a
he
thing
was
of
taken,
scotch.
then he's not gonna miss it.
That's true. I'm just saying. Do what you want.
I'd like to craft 3 Molotov cocktails and stick them in my waistcoat.
Okay.
What's the crafting
I feel
system
like
in
there
this game
needs
like?
to be there needs to be some sort of a role involved with that actually.
Sure.
If that's something that you're able to do. Actually, I think there is. I think you're right, Brendan. I think there is some sort of a crafting system. Oh, look, when I type in craft, Lovecraft pops up a lot. That's horrible.
HP.
I just need to do a space before the word craft. Art and craft. There's art and craft. Ability with the skill enables the creation, making, or repair of an item, which could be artistic like a painting, or craft like woodwork or cookery. You have arts and craft.
Oh, that's a skill? No, I do not.
You should. It's on the right there. Yeah, you. Oh wait. Yeah, you do.
Oh, no, I do. Yeah, arts and
Oh,
craft.
you have art and craft
woodwork.
magician and art and craft woodwork. I would say maybe you can't create a Molotov cocktail, but you might be able to make some sort of makeshift pyrotechnic stuff with your magician skill if you roll. And maybe, I'll give you this. With a hard success on that roll, you can make a Molotov cocktail with that skill. On a normal success, you're making maybe like some sort of a loud firework, like a bang.
Just
Okay.
a success.
That works. Credit rating. Nice. You are poor as fuck, is what that's showing me, Josh. Sorry.
It's
Shouldn't have rolled
basically
it.
the depression.
Yeah, it really is. Okay, so so that's what David has made some fireworks. What else? You guys ready? You guys gonna go follow Jessica? You actually have a car, Jessica?
Jessica.
Yes,
Lorna? Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, she literally, in her equipment, Chevrolet Superior automobile. So you guys can all cram into her car and go into the city if you wanted to, into town.
Amazing.
It's
Does
actually
anybody have a good drive skill?
That's true. You
I
might
said it
need
was
to.
amazing.
That was just ingredient. Damn.
No.
Yeah, what's everybody's drive skill looking like? Is it just called
I have
drive?
a
Drive
20.
auto, I have a 20.
I also have
Yeah.
a 20, I believe.
Okay, just normal drive. Like, there's not necessarily a skill check with just involved with like living. Like, you could probably drive to town okay, but if for some reason you got into a car chase, you might need to be rolling some drive skills.
Well, that's awfully suspicious that you bring it up right now.
You brought up the drive skill, bitch. Okay. Yes, if you guys hop into town and or hop into the actually, does everybody want to get in this car and go into town and buy some things?
Yes.
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 Okay. So be it. So you guys hop into
I
this
put my
car.
copy in the
It's really only like a 4-seater and more like it's like a comfortably 3. Actually, I could be completely incorrect. Let's Google what your car looks like. It is a Chevrolet Superior automobile. Is that actually like a thing? Let's Google it.
Are you asking if Chevrolets are actually superior or not?
Oh, look at this. Chevrolet Superior. That's a classic. You actually got plenty of room. You got like a 3-wide back seat. That's fun. I like that. Yeah. Oh yeah. You're vibing. You got money.
Loaded. Yeah, I'm a good author.
You're a good author. Yeah.
Need a stout car for this stout girl.
Exactly.
That's what they say.
Okay. Perfect. So you do that. You guys get into town. What are you looking to buy here? I can give you like a list of things, or if you were just like, I want to buy a gun, or I want to buy a
I'd
rope.
like
Like a pickaxe.
Pickaxe? Okay. I
Digging
believe you
equipment would be good.
guys. What'd you say, Brendan?
Digging equipment,
Yeah,
a
some
rope.
sort. Yeah, in general, like you could just say digging equipment. Okay. What is everyone's like? What's their money situation? Like, I guess Jessica,
I
you
have
said you're
$10.
loaded.
Whole dollars.
I also have 10 whole dollars.
Okay.
Same.
What is your?
And then what I got last night at the show.
I get there is a credit thing, right?
I got a
Like,
credit
there's
rating. Yeah, it's not
I'm trying
good.
to use my credit rating.
Yeah, what is everyone's credit rating? Because I think that's supposed to be pertinent, really.
Where's
Mine
that
is
credit
16.
rating?
Go to your skills.
30.
Let's see.
This is
So you're effectively twice as rich as me.
Credit
Psychologist
rating.
and a
Character's
magician.
credit rating is an indicator of their
My-
wealth and class. The more points spent on credit rating, the richer the character
wild.
is.
My credit rating is 35.
Okay, 35 is average. So credit rating 10 to 49 is average, a reasonable level of comfort. Is anybody over? Is anyone outside of the range of 10 to 49?
No.
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 Oh.
Okay, so you guys are all average with a reasonable level of comfort, which I feel like most of us are maybe IRL too. So keep that in mind.
So we could buy Tommy guns.
No,
No?
probably not.
That's not
Tommy guns.
reasonable?
No, it's not
You
really
could buy
reasonable.
a Tommy gun?
Maybe if that's all you guys bought. I don't know if you could buy a Tommy
We all
gun
pitched in for a Tommy gun.
and
Every horror
equipment.
story ever automatically becomes a non-issue when we have a Tommy gun with us.
Maybe.
Right.
Gotta hit your
Oh
shots.
no!
How's everyone's
Cthulhu-
shooting? How's everyone like shooting and melee skills?
My rifle skill is a 25.
Okay.
Handgun 20, brawling 50.
Okay, so you're much more of a hand-to-hand kind of guy.
That could be.
Yeah. My handgun's 30. My brawling is 40.
Yeah, let me know what you guys want. We'll talk about it. We'll roll credit if we need to. Like if it's kind of like an on the edge thing, like maybe you can get lucky and find a deal like a pawn shop or something. But you know they got there's a Home Depot, there's a Lowe's, we got the gun store, liquor store, gun store, liquor store, there's a pawn shop, like it's a
But not everywhere. It's not the Midwest.
Providence.
And a Lowe's?
There's a Lowe's.
In the 1920s?
Yeah, big Lowe's guy. Yep. No, but there's.
Oh, does this
hardware-
place have a Sears?
There's hardware. No Sears actually. Yeah, didn't really get big in Providence
fuck?
until the 1930s. Really, they're kind of this start.
I want to go to the Super Duper Mart.
Crafting store.
Yeah, you guys let me know what you want, and I'll let you know if you can have it.
So, is there like a price associated with any of these things, like
No.
the stuff that I listed off?
Credit rating is more like it's kind of what you like. If you want digging tools, you could definitely like get it. You could get a shovel and a pickaxe easy.
Okay, we'd like to get a shovel, pickaxe, rope, lighting equipment,
Like a
lanterns,
flashlight.
that sort of thing.
Does everyone want to get a flashlight? You getting one flashlight? What's the vibe
I
there?
think I already have a flashlight.
You have a hand torch.
What's the difference?
I think that's like a flashlight. I think
Actually,
that's another
that-
name.
Sounds pretty flashlighty.
Yeah.
I
You
got
guys
my candle
remember-
and my bomb.
You guys
so-
would remember earlier that he mentioned, he's like, when you guys come back tomorrow, because before he knew you were leaving, he's like, bring some sturdy boots, some rope, and maybe a flashlight. Like, you know,
Could
come
I get some
prepared to
sturdy
explore it.
boots for my sturdy body?
Yep, absolutely. You guys can all get like a pair of boots if you don't already have them.
Could I go get myself a dog?
Probably not get yourself a dog, no.
I know it's a
Oh.
big
You can.
responsibility,
I don't
but
think
I'd be able
that
to take
there's-
care of it.
Perception check to see if there's a stray cat around.
I am going to roll something to help Data get this dog.
Yeah.
What can I roll?
So there's not really like a PetSmart around. Like there's not like a
But
lot
a
of.
stray dog.
If they got Lowe's, they surely have a PetSmart.
Oh, I was kidding.
Can
about
I get a
those.
canary?
I hate you guys.
Dog breeding existed in 1920. I can promise you that.
There's a practical reason to get a canary.
Yeah, no, that's
What
true.
about a dachshund?
I'm not going to promise any
sounds
sort of
great.
specific roll, but one of you
Here.
could roll a luck roll and with an extreme success could maybe end up with a dog.
Can we all roll it?
No.
Who has the best luck?
How do you do a luck roll?
My luck's a 50.
Is this?
Oh, that's really good.
My luck's a 60.
Wow, that's
There
really
you
good too.
Is that where it is?
Where do we see luck roll at?
Hard
Hey.
success.
Hard success.
Nice.
I think with a hard success, you end up finding a cat because I said extreme success for a dog.
Oh, God.
Cats are great, guys. Cats
Yeah,
are
but
great.
cats are like one
Cats are great.
one grade of success worse, you know? That's why I give you a cat.
Cats are a magician's best friend.
That could be.
Is it a
Do
black
you have a
cat?
rabbit? That could be dangerous.
Yeah, it's a black cat with yellow eyes that doesn't like you.
No, but a cat.
I'm gonna
cat
name him
could,
Salem.
It's
give me
a
rabbit.
stray cat in the 1920s and it's pissed. But you try to pick it up.
I didn't try to pick it up. Successfully picked it up.
Okay.
Yeah, we're best friends.
Okay. What kind of
We
spell?
I
wanna
went-
roll to tame him.
Loved it.
Roll to tame him? I don't know. Look through your skills. What do you think? What do you think you need to do to? What skill would you use to calm
I
down a cat?
Success tames him.
I think listening is the skill that we need to use.
Appraise?
No, not appraise or
Charm.
listen. Those are
Charm.
charm. Okay, charm. Yep.
What
Ready?
does my hard success do if it doesn't tame him?
You got him.
I don't got him, but he's not domesticated and with me.
You found him. That was the hard success. Lorna,
Oh
he
my
scratches
goodness.
you on your face.
That's okay. Josh, will you roll your charm?
Everyone can try to charm. So far, everyone's failed, so I'm okay with everyone.
Josh just charmed
Yeah,
you
because
30.
Josh, use some luck.
I get a hard success for luck, and then our GM wants to act like, oh, that just means the cat just exists in this world. That's all that means.
I said you need an extreme success to find a dog. So I gave you a cat on a hard success.
And I got a hard success. You didn't even offer me a tamed cat. You offered a cat that existed.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's
Which is
fair.
not the
Cats
same
are
thing.
significantly worse.
Okay, I hard success persuading the cat.
Okay. Then you have to spend some money to buy some food and treats to get him to follow you.
Okay, I'll
What?
buy.
We have
You
infinite
are-
money.
He's pissed at everyone, but he'll
$1
follow you.
in 1920s money.
There's no companions in this game. It's okay. Alright,
There
so,
are no
so you guys went to
motherfuckers.
town and got a shovel, a pickaxe, some rope, some boots, and a cat, correct? And
Yes.
some and a flashlight? No flashlight? Yay, nay on the
I
flashlight?
have
got a
torch
flashlight.
already.
Yeah, I got a headlamp.
Okay. Is that all?
Yeah, how do we pay for this?
You're good. You guys all have mid-range credit. You stole the cat. That would be the most expensive thing. So
We didn't
Stole the
steal
cat.
it. It was
You worked hard for that
you
cat.
stole the
Thank
cat from
you.
the city. All right. Providence was providing for him. So yeah. All right. So you guys get back
Do we
into the
have a
car.
weapon among any of us? Does any single one of us have a weapon of any kind?
Yes.
I definitely do not own a revolver. There's no way that I don't have a permit for one. I shouldn't have one.
I have a pocket knife.
I have a switchblade.
I have a screwdriver. What can I get for $10? Is there, just a big rack of?
You could probably
shotguns
get
there
some
for-
sort of a melee weapon.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I think it actually lists in the rules on this. Let's see. General equipment. No momento. Por favor. While this loads. Let's see.
I just buy a Louisville Slugger.
Women's clothing. Meals out. Speakeasy. Lodging.
That's a
real estate,
baseball bat, Austin.
Outdoor. Travel. Tents. Tools. Miscellaneous investigator tools. Come
She didn't hear
on.
us for anything.
That's not there. Let's see. I know I saw equipping your investigator. Nope, that didn't help. Oh, probably W is weapons. Nope, wounds and healing, weird science. I know I saw somewhere where you can buy some stuff. Do you have like a melee weapon in mind?
No.
Ooh, could we get
Basic.
brass knuckles?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. It's brass knuckles.
Okay, did you already have a weapon?
Um,
If you did, you don't have to tell me. If you, I guess if you did, are you going to hold on to the weapon and have just 2 weapons? That's fine. I just want to
Well,
make sure that you're not like
it's a
handing it
ranged
off to someone
weapon.
else.
Yeah, I have. I do have a. What was it that says in there?
A revolver?
Yeah, it's a 38 revolver with no permit.
Nice. That's cool.
38 special.
Yes, sir. Police pistol.
Okay, weapons and damage. So, Brennan, some of the weapons are like a small knife, machete, small club, baseball bat, handgun, shotgun, rifle. You probably can't get like some of those later ones, but like a small knife or a small club, baseball bat, those sorts of things you could do.
You definitely can't get a shotgun to take with us.
I don't think you guys have the money for a shotgun. As you all being average credit rating, I don't see a situation where you get all the stuff you got and a shotgun.
What if we find a shotgun?
You might
We can
find a shotgun. You could
Or
find
we find a
shotgun.
hobo with a shotgun.
What
You
if we
could.
find a stray cat with a shotgun?
You definitely have found a stray cat.
What if the stray cat has a shotgun?
It doesn't in this case, unfortunately.
What if the stray cat was the shotgun?
That might be the case.
Wait, have we looked inside?
Yeah, you're gonna have to check the cat to make sure it's not a
That'd be
shotgun.
an insight roll.
All right. Is one of those things? I mean, like.
Yeah, give me a sec. I'll post what their damage is, so you can get an idea from the rules. If that's what I don't know if that's what you're about to ask or not, but.
I was just gonna say, it's one of those things like cheaper than something we can't afford. Can I just get a?
Yeah, you could get all the way up to like you're not gonna be able to get probably not get a gun with your credit rating. Like get one, you have one in your party, but you could probably get any of those melee weapons if you wanted them.
Okay. I'll just take a baseball bat then.
Okay. You
It's
grab
less
a
unusual
baseball
for me to
bat at the
wander
local
down.
Dick's Sporting Goods. They might be an academy. I bet it's an academy. That feels more like an academy kind of city. Okay. Does anybody else want to get anything else before Jessica
First aid
drives
kit.
you home?
Yeah, just a bunch of bandages and antiseptics.
Okay. A little bit of like a basic medical kit, maybe. Okay.
Sure.
Somebody, what's everybody's medicine skill look like? I believe it's called medicine, right?
Mine's a 1.
Does anyone have any sort of medicine skill?
Mine's
I
also
don't either.
Medicine.
Yeah.
Mine's a
Second column. I guess there it's alphabetical. So.
Where's my character sheet? Oh, okay. Medicine is 1.
Okay, everyone's got a 1 in medicine. So it doesn't matter who puts that on their character sheet. That's what I was saying. Like if someone just wants to write down medicine or a med kit, basically, some gauze and stuff. But okay, we'll get close here to wrap it up for the evening as we're approaching the 10:30 mark. People didn't take tomorrow off like me. Anyway, so oh, I just heard myself. I hated that. Oh. Okay, I will talk quiet. All right, so you guys get in the car and head back, right? Nothing else you want to buy? I don't want to push anyone. I just want to make sure everyone's good to go.
I'm good.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
So you guys were out and about for probably a couple hours, and you end up coming back with baseball
Oh,
bats.
wait. You didn't ask anybody if they'd seen John.
Yeah, we asked the people if they've seen John.
Okay, give me a
throw roll.
Yeah, probably a throw roll. Yeah, that'd probably be good. No, let me look through the skills here. What we
Oh,
right,
shit, man.
100. That's
Right.
actually a critical failure. That's really
It's
bad.
actually kind of wild.
Let's see.
We should really stop throwing people. It seems working.
I see.
Where are they going?
Well, look, that it worked
You're
at least
just, you're
once.
just doing stuff. If someone's maybe trying to listen to see if they hear anyone talking about John, they could do a listen roll. Don't roll one yet, though. Give me a sec. If someone's trying to talk to someone and ask about them, they could maybe do a persuade or a psychology roll. If anyone's trying to like be mean about it, they could do an intimidate roll.
I use
or if
a
someone
sleight
is
of
just
hand
looking
to reach
for...
into people's minds to get the information.
Yeah, maybe. Probably not. Or someone could do a The last thing would probably be like a spot hidden roll if they're trying to look for like traces of him, maybe. So each person, I'll start in the Discord list and go down. Let me know what you're doing. If doing anything, I don't care either way. Sarah, what are you doing?
I mean, I've been at the time.
Nope, didn't catch any of that. Restart that sentence.
I have been at the house this whole time, so I made my bomb and got my candles.
Oh, you didn't come out. Okay, cool. That works then.
Yeah.
My bad. All right. Josh, aka Father Steven, what are you doing in town, if anything?
I think I already described what I was doing.
I didn't catch you. Sorry. What did you want to roll? I only saw
I'm,
a roll.
Finished my shopping, asked around about if they've seen Jonch.
Okay.
Using my lovely persuade skill.
Okay. With a persuade, you're trying to convince people to tell you anything, and that no one seems like they know of him, and they know that he moved to town recently and got that house, but they haven't necessarily seen him this morning or heard of anything from him this morning.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn, I say.
Brendan, aka Max, what you doing?
Could I follow up with the psychology roll and see if maybe someone knows more than they're letting on?
Sure.
Boom.
40. Are you asking the same people or asking like different
Yes.
people? Same people. No. Like it really, like no one's seen. Like again, what they've said so far, you think is truthful. They know of him. They've seen him in town before, but they haven't seen him like today or even in the past couple of days. To be honest, it seems like maybe he's been busy at his house doing something.
Oh my god, he's been a ghost this whole time. Problem solved.
Dylan or I gotta find everyone's name every single time because I have no one memorized. David, what is David doing in town, or if anything?
Yeah, no, I'm taking a picture that I got from his mantle, and I'm putting it on the curb next to my hat, and then I start a show, like a card trick. I'm doing like street magic.
Okay.
And tantalizing a crowd.
What's it called when the bards do that in towns to get like money, put on a show? There's a word for it.
I'm not sure. It's like a performance.
Yeah, it's like
Toss a coin to your witch.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What role
Something like
are
that.
you doing for
Like
that?
his picture there. Just like a magician roll.
Your magician roll because it's a 70. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I appreciate the creativity.
Yeah.
36. That's pretty. Man, I mean, you were literally one away from a hard success.
I'll use a luck to get a hard success.
Which would get you.
Okay, which would get
stand
you.
next to a cat, but not do anything else with it.
So bad about the cat. I love it.
I am. I will say.
There's a cat in the crowd, and he's excited about the performance.
You actually saved the stray cat from coyotes, so you should be happy with what you got. Because I was going to kill them on screen and make you roll a sanity check because it was going to be horrible. Okay, no. So yeah, you're putting on a performance, and people like recognize the guy's face, and they're like, damn, you put on like a good show, and they give you a little bit of money here, like they're throwing in some generous quarters, maybe the occasional dollar in there, but they're like, why are you like, I don't get it. Like there's some cool magic, but you just put this guy's face here. Like, does he need help or something? They're like, we haven't
Oh
seen
yes,
him in a
sir.
couple of days.
If you've seen him at all today, we are just mighty worried about him and where he might be. So if you have any information at all, we'd be
they're just
mighty
like,
thankful.
you should go down to. They're like, hey, you should go down to 79 Power Street. I think that's where he lives. He doesn't leave his house very much. He not coming out very often anymore. And they don't give you anything either.
Is that the address that we just stayed at?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because if it was a different address, that'd be a lead. Like if he had us go to just like some random mansion.
No, I skipped back a little bit on my notes and found the actual address for that little
nice.
I just did. So. All right, so you're doing that, Lorn Dog. Anything? Before you get in the car,
I feel pretty satisfied with what I've heard the others. I did get a success at one point, but I'm okay.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking around, as far as you guys can tell, through your massive amount of skills that you have and different abilities, he hasn't been to town. In a couple of days, even. So. Okay.
Where the fuck did this guy go?
Well, as far as you know from Jerry, he went into the tunnel probably. So. But it's hard to say. Okay.
Yeah, because we did find a secret tunnel to the tunnel. Right?
No,
There's
it's just the tunnel.
Okay.
I mean, it's a staircase down to the tunnel, basically. It's not really secret once you get in the house. Like, there's nothing really hidden about it in the house at this point because he's been digging it out and like, making sure that he could get to it and stuff. So. But okay, so if you guys head back to the house, I assume you guys get in the car, ride back. You've got this feral cat that you're trying to keep calm. Maybe he's starting to calm down for one of you. You know, you've given him some treats and stuff. He's not scratching everyone. He realizes everyone's kind of maybe not out to get him necessarily. There's a black cat. It's very superstitious era. You know, people like would kick him if they crossed his path, type of thing. You know, bad luck and whatnot. So he's happy that you guys have taken him in, but maybe he's still feral. You know, he's still an animal. So. What is this? This isn't music anymore. This is just a guy talking like this. Skip ahead. I can't skip. Oh, I'm not the leader anymore. JK, that's okay. Okay. So you guys get back to the house. Is the plan just to head on to the tunnel, or is there anything else you guys would like to do before you head on down?
My plan's tunnel.
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 Secret tunnel. Okay. Well, in that case, I will skip into the section of my notes called Into the Depths. So you guys come back into the house. You make your way down, following the trail that you found earlier. That kind of leads down towards the tunnel. And all of you, except for Jerry and Jessica, so the other three of you haven't been down here yet. So this is new to you. So again, there's like kind of tools lying near like this brick wall. There's a hole that's big enough for you guys to fit into. And on the other side of that hole is a brick-lined tunnel that quickly branches into what looks like a wider natural cavern. So let me pull you guys over to wrong thing. A little bit of a map here. It's not Call of Cthulhu doesn't have any like crazy maps per se, but it does have maps. Boop. Okay. So this little square area here is kind of that's the basement. So this bit right here is you coming out of the tunnel, and then this area through here, this thinner area on either side is brick lined, and then kind of where it gets a little bit chaotic is more I didn't have to look at the color to know that it was Brendan also pinging for me. Thank you. I think, right? That was Brendan pinging? Orange.
I'm upstairs.
You're on the new map, right? I thought you were pinging. Okay.
I'm just saying I was upstairs. I wasn't pinging you.
Okay. This is all the brick line, and then here's where it kind of becomes a natural cavern. So let me pull you guys onto this map so you can at least roughly put yourselves where you would want to be. And I might need to shrink all these characters down a little bit. Control C. Alright, so there you guys all are. You should be able to control your own characters here, I think. So yeah, so we're in the tunnel, and you guys come out. It's pretty dark. So do we have flashlights, candles? What are we using for light here, if anything? Because it does get pretty dark.
I've got a headlamp.
I've got my torch.
Okay. Perfect. So yeah,
if
you guys start moving down the tunnel, let me make sure there's no fancy flavor text for you. Go ahead and give me a track roll. Whoever you think's kind of leading the party, or anybody who wants to give me a track roll that has that tracking skill, give me a track roll here.
I think our sturdy woman is taking the front.
But I only have a 10, but I can go for it.
Does anybody have a better track than 10?
Well,
Nope.
No.
Okay, Lorna
No.
isn't doing very much with tracking.
All right, none of us have track skills or.
You might try to get
Healing.
lucky. Maybe somebody will get close and be able to spend a couple points of luck here. And if not, that's fine. I mean, you can just wander too.
Okay. Can we just
Yeah,
go
you
to
guys-
the end of the tunnel that's very
yeah,
clearly
yeah,
a
I mean, you could just
dead
start
end?
following. Yeah, you could just start going down the tunnel. So yeah, if you guys go out, and to your left, you can see that it looks like the tunnel, kind of like the brick part ends, and it turns into a natural cavern pretty quick. And if you shine your light down that way, you don't see much. But if you go to the left, it looks like the tunnel keeps going. So you can start heading down that way. So go ahead and move your characters to where you think you would be. And I'll reveal a little bit more
As
of the
long
map
as
here.
somebody has light, I think I'm gonna go this way.
Okay.
Looks like this ends.
That's the part that ends.
This
Yeah.
ends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was to your guys' left, is why I said left. So.
I understood.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
our left is the way that Brendan just went.
Right, that's what I was saying. That way ends. I said that way ends. So you guys head west. But yeah, to that east there, that's about 50 feet or so. The tunnel. It looks more like it's collapsed more than it ends.
Wait,
Off to the
we're
right.
underground. How do we know which way west is?
It's just the map. Like I'm saying east and west. Maybe it's not actually east and west, but
We look
right
for the
there.
moss growing on the trees.
Yeah, except the trees underground. As you say that, an oak tree appears with moss on one side of it.
Spanish moss always grows in the north.
So yeah, if you guys start moving to the west, I can start revealing more of that. But I'll
Follow
let you
the
guys see.
drinking gourd. Is there anything back here? I mean, can we not? Is there not? Did you say the tunnel's
No,
collapsed?
I mean you
There's
can.
nothing there?
It looks more like it's just a bunch of rock and rubble, like it's
Can we
collapsed.
spend 8 hours excavating it with our tools?
Sure. Go ahead and give me a excavate roll.
Okay. I'm gonna do archaeology. I failed.
Bad, really, really bad. In fact, there was
Pick
really
up
no
one
chance of
brick and
success.
say, "This belongs in a museum."
It looks like these rocks were formed when rocks were formed, is what you think in your head.
These are clearly sedimentary.
Yep. Yep. Everyone has a one. Like
I
there's
didn't
no
realize
there's no
we're
passing.
at the bottom of an
like,
ocean.
There's one
Alright.
scenario where you pass a one. Okay.
Austin wants us to go to this direction.
I
so
don't
we go
care.
this
I mean,
way.
you can sit there all you want, but you haven't done anything yet. So, okay. So if you guys keep moving west, we'll reveal
Actually,
a little
before we
bit more.
leave and go this
Hello?
way, I just want to do a spot hidden check over here,
Okay.
and I fail. So I'll go
Yeah,
this
it
way.
really just looks, and it doesn't look like anyone. Like it doesn't look like those rocks that have collapsed are recent. Like there's a little bit of like sediment that's kind of like built up on top of them, like dust, that sort of thing. So it looks like whatever collapsed
They are
collapsed there a long
sedimentary.
time ago.
The dust has already settled from
the
the,
dust
collapse.
has already settled.
It's no
exactly.
longer lingering.
Yeah,
It's
no longer
sedimentary.
lingering.
Lingering.
So yeah,
Very well. Tell us what
you
happens
guys
to us when we go down the tunnel this way.
keep on going.
Oh my god, it does keep going.
Yeah, you guys might have to zoom out a bit. And Jerry, I can move you if you need me to.
All right. Without provocation, I just don't
yes.
know.
You're good. All right, so if you guys get to this intersection right about here. That was actually really, really good. You guys get, this is about 200 feet in for scale. So you guys get about 200 feet down, and it kind of looks like there's a little bit of, let me reveal a little bit more here. Like a little bit of like an intersection maybe, like a go forward and a go left type situation. But right here at this intersection, there is what looks like some bones. Like a pile of bones and maybe some
What did he say?
some like junk and stuff in there too. Like right around here. In fact, I think that there's a wow, okay, that's all one.
There's a
never
duck?
mind. No ducks. No ducks. No capes.
That's bizarre.
Okay. So if you guys come up to the bones, you aren't sure exactly. God fucking damn it, that fucking soundboard. Does anyone have like a science, biology, or maybe a medicine roll or something like that to maybe do some investigation on these rolls? Or potentially even like archaeology or history. It looks like there's maybe some like rotting clothing around the bones too that you might be able to get some more information on. But let me know what you guys got.
I succeeded on a history roll.
A history roll, okay. So with a history roll, like just a normal success on history roll, it looks like these, like there's some like the metal there too, and some clothing. It looks like it's clothing and maybe manacles dating all the way back to the colonial era.
Do I get anything with an 11 hard success on a natural world check?
Yeah. So with a natural world check, these bones look like you can't quite tell what they are because that's not necessarily your expertise. But based on the area around them and kind of the degradation of them, you expect these bones to be around probably like 150 years old. Like this pile has been sitting here for quite some time.
I say, this pile's been sitting here for quite some time.
Yeah. And then why doesn't everyone give me a spot hidden check as well?
Ooh. Get that. Another hard success.
Yeah, we already had some hard successes.
Okay, so yeah, with the hard successes, those of you who got the success or hard success, notice that there is like blood stains on the clothing. Old blood stains, but there is blood stains on the clothing and like tears. Like tears and blood stains on this clothing. Again, 150-year-old bones. You're not quite sure bones of what, because you guys, I don't think you necessarily have like any medicine or science biology people in your group, but they're definitely old bones and old clothing here.
Do they look to be humanoid in nature?
Like maybe. Like it's really hard for you to tell without some sort of a check there. If you have something that you think would be a good substitute for science, biology, or medicine, I could potentially give you some more information. But right now, it just looks like they're not small. They're not like small animal bones at the very least. Like they are human-sized, I guess. But
It's
like,
wearing clothes, right?
there is clothes around here. That's not like a skeleton and a pair of clothing. It's like a jumbled up pile of bones and clothing and like manacles and that sort of thing. With your like hard, what you got a hard? Someone get a hard history roll. Was that you, Josh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would make the assumption that it's probably like maybe old, like dead, like slaves that were trying to escape through these tunnels. Like that would be your logical conclusion, but you aren't 100% sure on the bones.
Did you say that they hadn't found anything yet?
They hadn't, but he said that he hadn't come down very. I mean, you guys are 200 feet into this tunnel now.
I know, but he's like,
He didn't
I've been
go.
down the tunnel.
He said
I was
he didn't
digging
go
and
much
stuff.
past the like where the brick tunnel had stopped.
I know, but like, what do you consider very much into a tunnel that's hundreds of feet long? I took one step and then I stepped back.
I wouldn't go in it by myself. That's for damn sure.
Okay, but we're saying that he now went in it by himself.
No, maybe.
Potentially. You guys didn't have any
Recruited us
successful
to join.
tracking rolls, but you did track him down to the tunnel at the very least. So
He was probably
Okay.
on the ceiling. I forgot to look up.
I would like to lick the bones.
you're gonna lick the bones. Okay, give me a Constitution check.
That's the only way you can tell if they're bones.
I think you should be able to just roll Constitution. Okay, they taste like bones, like old gross bones, but you don't get sick from it. Someone give me a Navigate roll. or multiple
Hell
people
yeah.
if you want.
He just says this way. He starts running.
Okay.
Good.
I'm actually a huge fan of failure. Actually, there's a potential there for some luck with a few of you if you
No,
want to.
here we go. I rolled charm and failed. So I run one way, but I fail my charm so they don't go the direction I go, so they go the right way.
There you go.
That's convoluted.
I don't know. If I use luck, then I'll use 27 of my 50 luck this game. Ah, what the hell? We gotta go. We gotta pick a direction. I navigate us.
Okay, so you spend
Using my
7 luck.
superior sense. Yes.
Okay, so you can tell, like, based on how far you've traveled and like your knowledge of the ground above, that going farther west, you're probably gonna hit the river. Like, there's a local river nearby, but you aren't quite sure like what to the south holds. But you can tell that going farther, probably like you're about a half mile away going west. That you will end up running into the river. So you're not sure if anything lies that way necessarily. But you aren't sure what lies to the south.
Okay, I guess there are rivers in Rhode Island.
Yeah, I'm sure there. That is
Are they underground rivers? If they're above ground, it's fine. We're underground.
I mean, no, but you.
Here we go!
What is happening? I was just trying to find the reveal tool, but. All right.
Okay,
So
well, I guess we head south.
South.
I guess we're gonna go the way that you want us to go.
I don't care where you go. If you want to go a half mile west, you can. I know it's there.
Am I finding anything? Ooh. There's some alcoves. Are these alcoves filled with sarcophagus?
Yeah, they're filled with shotguns, actually.
Wild.
I wish you guys could see my GM screen because it's labeled all over the place with what's going on. It's kind of funny. Let me review.
Is there stuff happening? Man, we're not experiencing it if it is.
No, maybe not. I don't know.
Kinda like
Okay, so if you guys continue to head south, we're almost done here, and I'll let everyone get off and go to bed. And so if you guys continue to head south, like you get down to like roughly like right in here. Oh god damn it! This area. Actually, give me another spot hidden check as you guys continue down this southern tunnel. Jesus, Brendan, you are just like burning through necessarily.
Oh, here we go.
Extreme success
440.
on Dylan. Okay. Yeah, so no one else needs to roll necessarily. Dylan's walking down, and he's like checking the ground extensively, and he finds the butt of a Turkish cigarette.
Oh shit.
Oh, sorry, I dropped that.
Okay.
Oh, here you go, dude. You don't want to lose those. I hear those are pretty rare.
Let me.
Thank you. I take it from.
I'm dragging the girls down.
Thank you. I can't move myself. My screen's too small.
Okay.
Oof.
All good. All right, so you guys continue down, and so let's see. You guys found the Turkish cigarette with an extreme success. Impressive. So you guys assume that based on what you found earlier that you're probably following where Winscott is. You didn't get the track roll earlier, but you think that you're potentially on the right way, or he explored a lot more than he said he did before. So as you guys are going down this way, it starts kind of sloping downward. But there's some twists and turns, and you guys continue down. If you guys just keep on walking, you go down about a half a mile and descent about 200 feet. And then there's like a harsh bend at the corner. But like on that harsh bend, there's like some dim light. And as you go around that corner with some dim light, the passage straightens out, and the light ahead grows brighter. But you can't, like, it's not like a normal, like, I want to say like a yellow light. It's almost like a bluish green type of light.
So it's not daylight.
Yeah, not daylight. And soon the passage opens up into an enormous chamber that looks like it's lit purposefully by fluorescent lichen on the walls. So something or someone has planted some sort of stuff on the walls here. And
about you guys, but I'm liking it.
oh man,
Just tons of werewolves everywhere.
Yep, lichen, yep, lycanthropy. But that's where we're gonna end it. It is almost 11 o'clock, so you guys have dove into the tunnels, and I will say the next section is thick and juicy. But that is where we're going to end tonight. So appreciate it. Nicholas, I haven't read your last couple of messages. Let me just read those out loud. Hard success for everyone. Austin, we know you wouldn't travel in the damp tunnel. I don't think he knows what's there. He found the butt. And his sister had a baby, but the baby was born with no legs. Thank you, Nicholas, for your perfect words. Just like that dick.
Wise
Wow.
words.
Wise words from
When are we
Nicholas.
gonna try to do this again?
Is it the shrimp thing?
I don't know what he's going for there, to be honest, but I'm into it. Thank you. I'm gonna sign us out, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye bye.